Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio.
What broke him down? Was it just the
body punching? When I was hitting him with body punching, I heard him, actually he was crying in there.
You were saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him?
Yes.
When did that happen?
And perhaps the fourth round on.
BoxingVoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that
Absolutely,
time.
but I knew he was tough and taking those punches.
Beyonce Productions.
Making women gestures like, oh.
Let's go, champ. What up? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs. Solo Dolo, Scarface, no Manolo. It's cold in Vegas. We're here to do a weekend recap for this weekend's action. And Floyd Schofield suffers quite of a scare. He got knocked down in this fight, a fight where many did not expect him to get knocked down. He still gets the win, but his father not very happy with the way that Schofield got that particular win. And this is what we're here to discuss. We got Robinson Conceicao and O'Shaquie Foster did battle once again to get a clear winner, because their last time out, there was some controversy in that win. Some of us believe that O'Shaquie deserved the win, and he did pick it up this time around. Question is, do you feel he earned it? But we are talking this weekend's fights and any fights that took place this weekend. So if you want to call in, then you know what to do, man. Go ahead and hit us up on Discord or X Spaces, and we also have the line available. I do want to apologize, obviously, for the late start. Yesterday was a long night with that long-ass fight chat. On the West, these things went until like 9-something. Never a good look when a fight goes that late. But that being said, we got through it. We're here this fine morning. And it's not our regularly scheduled time, so we may not get the callers that we normally get on a weekend show. But it is what it is, I wanted to make sure I got it done. Let's get into it, man. I think that the best thing to do is possibly start off with the good old Jermaine Ortiz, right? He had a fight on Friday, and he got the win. And, we can start there with the Box Lab Promotions card. They've been putting together a string of shows and, really stepping it up when it comes to their telecasts and, overall fights. But Jermaine Ortiz does capture that WBA Continental USA Junior Welterweight title with a TKO victory over Christian Rubio Mino. So the minute that Jermaine gets with Box Lab, they get him ranked. So, you guys out there that are looking for promoters and move makers and shakers, Box Lab doing their thing. After a loss in one fight, Jermaine's already ranked with the WBA. Keep in mind that Box Lab have a great relationship with the WBA. This will be the second year that the convention is held in the beautiful Caribbean Royale. So, shout out to Box Lab's own Jermaine Ortiz. Now, Jermaine is still in a co-promotion with CES Boxing, and, that's a long-time thing. They've been, rocking together for some time, no matter if he goes to Top Rank, PBC, Box Lab. It don't matter. He's stuck with CES. That being said, We got a couple other winners on that card. Capos Gallegos improves his record to 7-0 and 1 draw with 6 KOs. Southpaw from here in Las Vegas was victorious in an all-action war, defeating Giron Alvarez. No relation whatsoever. And that was also for a WBA USA Continental Youth title. So, again, another WBA belt on the line for another Box Lab promotion cards. We got undercard results. Alexander Rios defeated Felix Santana Jr. and by unanimous decision. Also, Chavez Barrientos from the Barrientos twins. He trains with Bob Santos. He defeated Noah Contreras. And then we have John Laria defeated Alejandro Mejia. And Wilmank Burrito, that's weird, defeated Tay Jones. In the 6th-round bout, Malik Lewis defeated Tristan Galiencha. And I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but this is the guy that we knew from Pro Box. Sucks to see him lose. Honestly, I was rooting for him because, yeah, I like those underdog stories, man. You know, it would have been good to continue to see him rise up the ranks with that, you know, very humble beginning on Pro Box. But Tristan suffers a loss. This is a, oh, my God, I'm forgetting the trainer's name. But he's trained by Brandon Moore's trainer. Miguel Diaz, in his pro debut, defeated Caleb Hall. Caleb Hall, no relation to Caleb Plant. We got Marcus Harris also defeated Jesus Martinez by TKO at the 121 mark of the 4th round. So early stoppage for Marcus Harris. Another fighter that trains with the trainer of Brandon Moore, who was signed the top-ranked heavyweight that lost to Richard Torres. Also, what else we got here? Got a couple of results we need to give. We got Jose Fernandez defeated Zavon Mitchell by knockout at the 131 mark of the round 1. So a couple of early stoppages on that Friday night card, where Jermaine Ortiz, you know, had his debut with Box Lab and picked up the strap. Next, we move on, obviously, to Saturday, what everybody is basically was, you know, waiting on and expecting, right? The big fights on Saturday. You had Conceicao and Schofield. We'll start with Schofield, as that one didn't have, you know, any history like the Robinson Conceicao and Oshaki Foster, right? We had one of those fights already. So we'll go with Floyd Kid Austin. Schofield, 18-0, 12 KOs. Got a little bit more than he bargained for. You know, playing the entertainment game is all I can say. His excuses were he was trying to entertain. And, you know, I love that. This is the entertainment business. You do have to get people to pay to watch you, pay to come see you fight. You know, it's just not free to be a boxing fan. So you want to be entertained when you're watching the sport, specifically if you're going to a live event. And Schofield does that, man. He gives you entertainment. He gives you vulnerability, and he makes you believe that not only can he win, but he could potentially lose, which adds to the excitement. He did give Rene plenty of opportunities, and Rene took those and landed some serious shots that, you know, we seen Schofield can take. So I think we got the answers, but we also got more questions. Because this was supposed to be a step up that we were expecting him to pass with flying colors, but instead he gets dropped. It's a little tough. So the question now has shifted, is he ready for a Shakur? Or is it like Oscar De La Hoya says, and, Schofield needs more rounds, needs about 3 fights to come into his zone, is what Oscar insinuated. I wasn't happy with the way Oscar treated Schofield, and I hope that Schofield and his dad addressed it. To say live on camera right after the fight that Schofield deserves a letter grade of a C, I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. This is supposed to be your fighter. Why not go with an A-, a B+, but a C? Was it really that bad? Because I seen Schofield win every round damn near. It wasn't close. I don't know how close people had it, but I want to say at the most, I'm giving, Giron maybe 4 rounds, maybe 3 with the knockdown. The Border Wars hoodie, let me send you the link. Shout out to, who is this? Heavy Chevy Guy. I'll find the link to the direct Border Wars hoodie. We have it on our first site that we used to use to, get the gear. So this is an old design. That's why it's not on the FTWR site. But here you go. This is not the direct link, but you should be able to find it there. I'll try and find you the direct link just to keep things going. So right now they're doing free shipping too. So, you guys might want to look into that. But once again, this is what we're talking about. If you guys are interested, then you know what to do. Go ahead and hit us up on the landline if you want to call in and voice your opinion over this weekend's fights. Or Discord is also available to take calls and allow you the opportunity to go ahead and express yourself as well. Yesterday was some good fights, man, and I think that Schofield did very good. I knew Tellis was going to be a tough SOB, and never was expecting Schofield to get the knockout over a durable guy like that, but I was certainly hoping that he could because, it could potentially put him on another level. This morning we would have been talking about him and Shakur had he got that knockout in emphatic fashion, right? But we're not. And instead, we're talking potentially him being regressed, potentially him being given 3 fights. 3 fights, they're saying. I don't know. I didn't see him do that bad, man. I didn't see him do that bad. Is that Marco? Marco, what's going on? I don't know, man. People are kind of mad at Schofield in the performance. I didn't think he did that bad. Bad is not even the right word. I thought he did good. Not as good as I wanted. I wouldn't give him a letter grade of an A+, but I also wouldn't give him the letter grade of a C- that Oscar gave him. Did you watch the highlights?
I watched I watched most of the fight, actually. It was my birthday yesterday, but I caught it.
Nice. So what did you think?
I think that he kind of reminds me of me. Let me explain to you why. Not saying I was at his level, because I wasn't, but he has a lot of sharp, amazing natural talent, right? So he's very fast, has a lot of power, explosive, but I think that Floyd doesn't set traps. I think he just relies on his amazing reflexes, right? He basically just throws punches, and he knows he can get there faster. He can land his shot before his opponent can get out the way. I think once he starts fine tuning the engine, right? starts learning to set traps and little things like that, I think that'll put him over the edge. But right now, I think all he does is goes in with his natural talent and doesn't do any of the veteran shit that he will learn over time.
What kind of veteran stuff? Like what would you have liked to see him do?
Well, for example, setting traps, reading his opponents. For example, okay, there's this famous old Roy Jones clip where Roy Jones throws a jab to the head, jab to the body, right? Then he goes jab to the head, jab to the body. And then he goes again to do it the third time. He goes jab to the head and then leaps in with a left hook to the head and drops his opponent because his opponent now got hypnotized into that same pattern.
Yeah.
So there's an example of setting a trap. I don't think Floyd does many traps. It's like reading your opponent's offense, reading your opponent's defense, and setting traps for better punch placement. Floyd just throws because he knows he's faster. But he doesn't, set up his punches to land with traps and with punch placement, with stealth. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Now, I kind of agree with you. Yeah. I don't see him setting up. He's more like trying to break your guard down, right? Like
overwhelm you, yeah. Like,
yeah.
Oh, you didn't see that coming, did you?
Yeah. He has a very sharp double left hook. I don't know if you were able to, spot that. And just your thoughts on it. I like it. He didn't hurt Goody Young with it, but anytime he would sit down and let two of them go, I would be impressed. But again, he never hurt him. What was your thoughts on, I guess, the mechanics of the hook and the, I guess, the effectiveness of it?
Like I said, man, he has unbelievable speed. He's very fast. He's very sharp. I always say he reminds me, I don't want to say Roy, but like a young David Reed. If you remember David Reed, that might be before your time. But
I don't know. How do you feel about the comparison of Sean Porter? People are saying it's disrespectful. Sean Porter's a two-time champion.
No. Sean Porter, no. I think they're so. I loosely get the comparison because they both mull forward a little, but nah. Floyd is more throwing and then leaping in with hooks, more like Roy. That one fight where he got the cut, it was a little Sean Porter-y. But no. I think he's more like David Reed. But he's very fat, man. With that natural talent he has, if he just learns to set traps, I'm telling you, he'll be something dangerous.
Daniel Vega's first super chat of the day. And he says, Schofield versus Lucas Body. What do you think, Ness? I'll let you go first. Do you remember Lucas Body? He's the one that got the knockout over Ashton Slive, the Jake Paul fighter.
Yeah, I remember him.
What's your thoughts on a potential fight with he and Schofield?
That'd be good. I mean, yeah, Schofield is not ready for Shakur just yet. See, Shakur is a guy who doesn't have the physical skill of Schofield. I don't think he has that kind of speed and power, but he sets traps like a fucking bounty hunter. Like that's the level. You know what I'm saying? So I think that would be too much for Schofield. So yeah, something like that would be a good one.
All right. Let's see here. We got another super chat coming in. Fat $20 from Saint I Am. Salute TBV. Happy birthday, Marco. More life. Is it really your birthday?
Gracias. It was yesterday. I said that earlier. I guess you missed it. Yeah, it was yesterday. So that's why I didn't catch all of the fight. But
happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday. Let me drop a bomb for the dub.
Gracias.
What you know?
We dropped the kids off at grandma's and we went to see a movie that was mad depressing.
Which movie?
What the fuck was it called? With Liam Neeson?
What? Oh my God! I just texted to my wife the other day.
What the fuck's it called? I could tell you.
I'm trying to look through the texts now to see.
I'll tell you right now. It's called. What's it called?
Oh, Absolution.
Somebody in the chat.
Absolution.
Yes, that.
It was whack. Really?
First of all, he plays. John Duddy had a quick scene in the movie. Him and Liam Neeson spar, which is ridiculous. Because, yeah.
I watched John Duddy fight, bro. He fought Chavez on a fucking straight Top Rank pay-per-view. This is what I'm saying. People don't know where this sport came from. Bro, Top Rank sold us a John Duddy, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. pay-per-view.
Well, I don't know if you, like, have you ever been over to McLean Ave in the Bronx? Are you familiar with that?
Not the name, no.
All right, it's in the Bronx. It's all Irish. Like, you walk down there, even the bodegas are they're selling all Irish shit. Every person in the street it's like little Ireland.
No,
and that
Irish
motherfucker.
fighters were big in this sport. They're starting to die out. Unfortunately, like the last one with a big name is Quigley. But before him, that was a thing. Like, to have an Irish fighter in New York, specifically versus another New Yorker or a Puerto Rican or even a Londoner, it would work.
So that's why I brought that up, to say that, like, his fights, man, he would show out because all those motherfuckers off McLean Ave would come down. And, of course, some people would fly in from Ireland. So it doesn't surprise me that he had that fight with Chavez, because he had a huge backing. I met him a couple of times. He never, obviously, I don't think he ever won a title, did he?
Not that I know of. I mean,
I don't think he did.
He was always
anyway,
like a somebody. He was like a Mick Conlon to Top Rank back then, except Mick Conlon has the gold medal. He flipped off the judges. Well, he don't have the gold medal. He lost the gold medal and flipped off the judges, made him popular a little bit differently. But Top Rank always invests in a dude from Ireland. Someone, either
exactly.
Lou DiBella, someone always does, especially in that New York City area. And we don't have that now.
But he was in the movie, and the movie was all right. It was just mad depressing.
What was it
played
about?
Say that again?
What was it about, though?
So he plays an ex-fighter who has CTE.
Oh.
And his family hates him. His daughter's a stripper who's like a white trash, like the whole shit. And then he's dying from CTE, and the doctors, and it's a little unrealistic. Doctors are like.
It sounds like totally a different role. Like, we're used to him being this tough.
That's why we went to see it. Because I thought he was kicking people's asses and dropping corny one-liners. Nah, it was more like mad dark. Yeah, it was not what exactly. I was expecting like a typical, like, him and Jason Statham kind of have the same, like, they beat people up and say corny shit. But nah, this was different.
Yeah. I guess he didn't want to get what was it? Cast type? I don't know. I'm not in the acting, but
typecast.
Typecast.
It was also just goofy. Like, it was goofy. Like, he's 60, almost 70 probably. And he's fighting, and it's goofy.
Man,
that
sucks.
Yeah.
That's one of my wife's, favorite, like, action actors, It's funny, right? Because as we're talking, I'm starting to consider him this generation's. What's the other guy that every movie he's like, bah, 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 bah. He does those weird karate smacks. Like, he'll block you and smack. Seagal. He's like our generation Seagal now, right? Like, old dude doing karate flicks for the rest of his fucking life. Shout out to Seagal. Seagal will always get close on you and just be like, block some shit and smack the shit out you. And you be like, what the fuck? And then you'll try to hit him again and be like, pa, 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 smack you again. He was hilarious, bro.
Seagal's crazy. Like, he thinks he's like that for real, though. He really thinks he's a karate master in real life. I heard some stories about him.
Nah, I heard some shit too. He's out of control for sure. But they say he can actually fight, though. Like, they say that shit is real. Like,
I don't know, man.
He knew martial arts before getting into acting.
I don't know, man. I had a couple like actual fights, street fights with dudes who thought they knew karate, and that didn't do very well for them. So, but I don't know.
Well, we got a new super chat goal. If we get to 10 $5 super chats, we're going to be giving away a hat to one lucky winner out of those 10. So they have to be the color teal or higher. Again, it says teal super chats. Earlier it said higher, so just go with the $5. Don't do higher, because we want it to count towards the goal. I guess it's time to shift, man. We could talk Gabriella. That was an amazing fight. Wow. She's literally changing women's boxing. That was exciting. Did you watch that? You didn't watch that. You were out. Bro, Gabriella Fundora did her thing. There's holes, for sure. Alanis was amazing. I want to see her back for sure, man. I mean, she deserves to come back just based off the fact that she's so short and was so successful. It was like climbing a tree and hitting Fundora. It was beautiful. She certainly deserves an opportunity to get back on television and show what she can do versus someone her own size. She was a super duper game opponent. Gave me shades of Manny Pacquiao more than Bivol. Bivol is more in and out, 1-2-1. She was more Pacquiao, but it still reminded me of both. Super aggressive. I guess the only knock is like she doesn't train in the sun. It was ridiculously weird how white she was. She wasn't even your white. Like you can see a brownness on you from the sun. It's like she trained in a cave. Her back was so
Weird.
white. I didn't know sometimes where her outfit ended and began. And then the same with her shorts, right? She had like some biker shorts under these flaring shorts, but then there was this like tattoo of a barbed wire. And at sometimes you're watching her because she squats, so you that leg comes out, and you're like, wait, where's the short start? Is that a tattoo? Is it part of the shorts? Because those shorts didn't move. At one point, I thought they was painted on, and I'm not exaggerating. You know how women paint these clothes now.
Yeah.
But she could fight, bro. Her timing and her range, I can't believe how she was landing that left hook on Fundora, bro. And I felt like Andre Ward would be proud. I felt like Alanese watched the Chad Dawson versus Ward, and she was hitting Gabriella with the straight right. Like she would be in the orthodox, duck down, straight right, come right over top with the fucking left hook. It was crazy. Sometimes it would even look like she's jumping. What a fight, bro. Shout out to Gabriella because she just nailed it with that fucking straight left, and it was crazy. The girl thought she got stepped on. That's how hard she got hit. And then it came right back after that knockdown, and she fucking put her on her face, bro. Crazy.
Wow.
No, it
You
was
just said Andre
exciting.
Ward, and it made me think of Andre Ward interviewing Mike Tyson, and it made me think of, did you see that shit with Jake Paul going on the lie detector test?
No.
Yo, so first it shows Logan Paul strapped into a lie detector, and there's a woman there, and then Jake Paul goes, Logan, do you think I'm actually gonna beat Mike Tyson? Logan goes, yeah, and then the whole screen goes red. He's lying. And then Jake goes, what? And then Logan goes, well, do you think you're gonna beat him? Jake goes, yeah. He goes, I'm not strapped into this. So he goes, well, strap him up. So then Jake gets strapped up. Now I don't know if this is just for TV. Now Jake is strapped up. He's pouring sweat, like mad nervous.
Yeah, that gotta be TV. Send me the link. I want to see that.
And then they
shit.
go, Jake, do you think you're gonna beat Mike? He goes, yeah. It goes red. He doesn't even think he's gonna beat Mike.
Nah, that they've been doing a lot of shoulder content, man. And shout out to them. I'm glad you brought that up, bro. They've spent marketing dollars yesterday. They had advertisements on Top Rank and DAZN. Shout out to them. I mean, I think Top Rank was sponsored by Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight. Like literally, they would say that on the telecast, and then obviously they had commercials on DAZN. Shout out to them, man. We got Hero Killer with the $5 Timboski counterpunch. We got Buck and Boxing, $2. Where can I find the Discord link? I will drop it in the live right now, along with the X Spaces link as well. Don't forget, Border Wars, February 22nd. Get in the ring and swing. Don't just talk about it, be about it. Show us that you can actually do what you're telling these fighters to do and get some fame out here, man. You see how Tip is. He the man on these streets. Main event Tip, what they calling him. We got Mr. Perfect. Thank you, Fundora. Best fight on that card. Yeah, man. Yeah, no, she really did her thing. I mean, I was a little nervous at first. She wasn't using her jab. And again, Alanese was just coming in with, I mean, you know, Fundora never stopped her from coming in. Like, she just caught her. But she could never stop her from coming in. She was the aggressor. That girl deserves an opportunity. Fundora's a freak of nature in a good way. So it's going to be a tall task, no pun intended, for anyone. She's just so big.
I watched some of the Oshaki fight too.
Okay.
Just saying. I don't know if you're gonna talk about that, but
No, of course, the whole weekend. The thing with him, he's playing a dangerous game, man. He's so chillax. Like, he's got to let his hands go more. You know, you can't keep waiting until the end of the fight to start picking it up. And I get that sometimes that could be game plan. You want to, you know, get over the hump round and let your fighter or opponent, be a little worn out, a little tired, a little fatigued. But it's a dangerous game, man. He got the win, but I don't know. Do we need a trilogy?
did he get the win? Like a lot of people thought he lost.
I didn't think he lost.
I thought he won too. Close. He's another guy. His defense, if you notice, he does.
Didn't he hurt?
Yes.
Yeah, he hurt
He hurt him
Conceicao
once.
bad.
Yeah. But the other guy
He didn't fucking finish him though. Like, he didn't jump on. This is what I'm saying. He's too cool for school, too pretty. It's like, you want to be doing all this pretty fancy shit. Bro, let your fucking hands go. Dude could have got him out of there.
So that's what I was saying with him. When he would do his defense, right? That's where I saw his hole. He would do his version of like the Philly roll or whatever. But he would put himself at a distance, at a range where he can be hit. So he's moving and he's picking off most of the shots, but he's at a position where he can be hit and he can't shoot back. And I saw a lot of holes in that defense. I feel like if he changed that defense, got a little closer, just changed the range on it. If you see, that's the difference between a guy like Floyd, who does the roll, and him. Oshaki's distance was bad. It leaves him out of position to counter and at perfect range to just be basically like a slightly moving target. So yeah, you're going to miss a couple, but a lot of those shots are going to land, and they're going to do damage over time, because even if you're picking them off, you know, they slide off the glove a little, they hit, that kind of thing.
Yeah, no, my trainer doesn't like for his fighters to catch shots, you know, at least till after the fifth. You know, when the power is a little less, you know, you catching shots in the first round, you still feeling them. He's hitting you. You feeling him on your forearms. He's hitting your gloves. You know, your gloves are hitting you. You're feeling them. But the goal ends in 15 minutes. So if we want to reach this, we got to do it quick. On Discord, we got Alex Vega, hardcore shit. What up? Oh, Timboski, you're not on the line, but you do have a counter courtesy of Hero Killer.
Oski.
Yo, can you hear me?
What up?
Good morning, man. I tell you what, I do appreciate this extra hour. I feel better, man. But
I love that screen name, my friend. Where'd you get that?
Oh, I got that from you, brother. Man, you dropping hot one-liners out here, man. You dropping fire, bro. I had to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is a testament to you, man. Yes, shout out to Google, man. But yeah, bro, listen, it's hard to stay up, man. To watch all this content, this boxing, and to stay awake. God damn, I fell asleep in the Schofield fight, man. I think Marco hit it on the head.
Yo, no, I didn't ring the bell, bro. I didn't ring the bell. Did you literally fall asleep, or are you teasing?
Bro, no, I fell asleep, dog. Like, it's a long ass day.
Yo, bro, I think I fell asleep too, and I was live. I'm going through the comments to see if y'all seen that I fell asleep, because I promise you, I didn't watch Schofield get knocked down. I woke up and it was like, oh shit, he got knocked down. Bro, I fell asleep in studio yesterday in front of y'all. I can't even believe it. I didn't watch the knockdown. I don't know when that knockdown happened. When I opened my eyes, Schofield was down and trying to get it back. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, no, it was a long day, bro. That was a lot of fights, and they walked out way too late, bro. I mean, I think it was over at 1 o'clock Eastern. You're on the East. What time did it finish for you?
For me?
No.
Bro, I was asleep. What you mean?
Oh, you didn't.
Nah, it was over.
I thought you meant you woke back up. Oh, you went to sleep.
No.
It was over.
Bro, I was watching it. I was like in the 7th, 8th round. Next thing I know, I woke up, and my little girl was over there like talking about she couldn't sleep. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh, shit.
It was like
Damn.
it finished
Yeah,
like
so I
12:30ish.
I thought every. Sorry, go ahead, Marco.
No, I was gonna say it ended around 12:30ish.
Are you
Okay.
sure?
Yeah.
Is 9:30? Yeah, 9:30 is 12:30.
Yeah,
10
that's about
o'clock
right.
is
Because
1.
I turned it on when near like the last few rounds to go.
I don't know why they started that card at 5 o'clock Pacific, which is 8 o'clock New York City, and then have
It's late.
6 fights. They're out of control. Programming is
I'll,
crazy.
I'll say this.
I
The
guess
good
it was
thing
because of
about
the
it, though,
ESPN,
was
right?
that the main events didn't cross.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think they did it so the because of the ESPN card. You know, they didn't want exactly what you said for the main events to cross over.
But yeah, that's too much of a gap. And I remember them doing shows on the West Coast that end like 10:30 on the East Coast. You know what I mean? Like those are fire, but like you said, there's so much boxing. I mean, bro, there was boxing in the UK. There was a big upset, man. Masood, if you remember, I remember you saying that he had fought San Martin, the dude from like Colombia, and I think you were pretty much saying that San Martin probably won that fight. This guy had beat Liam Davies I think a couple times in amateurs, was a plus 275, and man, completely outboxed Liam Davies, who some people were saying, maybe he could get an anyway fight or just a big fight, maybe down the road. And yeah, outclassed the dude. And now Masood, who, like I said, man, you were one person that was really putting him down for that fight against San Martin. Now he's put himself in a good position. Some domestic scraps and obviously some world title fights. But bro, there's a lot of boxing. That was at like 5, 6, 7 o'clock. I think I can't remember what time to go on through the whole card, man. I gotta say this, man. I've been down on Morataya. I can't say nothing bad about the dude after sparking Ricky Perez the way he did. This dude Ricky has fought as high as 147.
Bro.
I don't think I've ever seen him drop.
But don't you think that's it? And again, I'm not taking nothing away from the performance at all, but just, thought-provoking conversation, right? Like, he last fought at 47. Now he got to come down to 35. Like, did that take away?
No, incorrect. He last fought at 137. He fought Jojo at 137.
Oh, okay.
That was his last fight. But yeah, I mean, that's something, like as a, like I do get called a Murataya hater. That is a point that I can use, right? But I mean, you got to give credit where credit is due. A dude like Jan Santana, a guy that a lot of people don't know, to go out there and spark out Eduardo Baez, who just fought Angelo Leo, who ended up using that to get towards the title.
Bro.
Like, you got to give the man credit.
But it's the way that he did it, though. Like, he really put a beating on him. He was hurting that dude. Like, don't get me wrong, Santana is a little vulnerable. He was getting hit when he shouldn't, but that's because he wants to, do damage. I can't believe that he was hurting Baez like that so easily. At one point, tell me that fight shouldn't have been stopped. A capable ref seen Baez going forward and back like that. Like, he got hit and did the step forward, the step back, like you're drunk. Usually refs stop it for that. Bro, they let that dude do that shit like 7 times in that fight.
Man. Hey, no, definitely they could have. But, shout out Santana, shout out his team. But look, we can't just go off one performance. Like, all right, now he's got our attention. Let's see if he could do it again. Let's see how they match him from here, right? I mean, that's something I got to give a credit to. Again, man, I'm giving you way too much credit today. I don't really like my call. But, we talk about it, man.
People
like,
are saying,
where do they move
Alex,
from here?
Alex, people are saying in the chat that he ducked. Who he ducked? Did he not take a Shakur fight? Because that's the only person he could duck. He in the WBC rankings. Murataya.
Who ducked?
Murataya.
No, Shakur's the one that said no. And yeah, that was from what I remember. Shakur said no, and he became a free agent because that was the last, because they couldn't give me another fight. So I don't know what they talking about. Murataya,
Did you hear him?
He's managed, not just trained, but he's managed by Robert Garcia. And Robert Garcia always says, Murataya is always telling me, put him in the biggest fights possible. So that's why you're always going to hear Robert, not just because Murataya trains at the gym, but he's managed by him. And listen, man, that's how the way that you're supposed to speak. And when the opportunity comes, you got to take it, man. And that's a fight he didn't have to take with Ricky. Like I said, Ricky was coming off a big win. He didn't have to do that, and then he sparked dude out of there. I mean, that dude went southpaw for some fucking reason and paid the price. I gotta say, I'm so sick of these guys switching stances, like going to the Schofield fight, jumping. jumping over there like, listen, he's fast. I think Marcos hit it on the head, man. It's just he's lacking layers to the game. He's not showing the IQ, the ring IQ that you want to see with an elite fighter. He just goes in there. He's faster. He's stronger. He's more explosive than his opponent. And bro, I had said it. I said, yo, this guy Rene is a tough dude. Just because you don't know the way who he's, his name, this guy can fight. This guy beat the shit out of Carlos Balderas, former U.S. Olympian. This guy had 2 more fights as an underdog. Georgia Costa in his hometown fucking beat him up. Then goes on, I think it was Pro Box or something like that, beats this UK guy, beats him the fuck up, made that guy quit. Like, that dude, Rene, Floyd Schofield said this guy hit so hard, he busted his fucking cup. Like, I mean, I got to give the man credit. To do Rene, the speed was too much for him, but because he lacks layers to his game, he's not making Rene think. Rene just knew he could just time him. You know what I'm saying? Keep in range, time him, and land, a shot at a time. And he got a knockdown. Now Rene has earned himself another check. And, I like seeing stuff like that. Even though the guy lost, he put up a good enough performance. Well, I want to see Rene against another guy at 135. If I can't think of anyone at 135 right now, but yeah, man, yesterday was for the Oshaki fight. Yo, Oshaki. I like what he does. He does nice, clean punching. He has good timing, good defense. But yo, he definitely should have stopped Robson. I believe. I think if he just pressed him more, even just pushing forward a little bit more, I think he could have found the right shot. And just bitching about what Robson was doing, like, I mean, bro, we in the 9th round. You still talking about how the man's holding on, like. All right, well, get on the inside, start throwing your hands, use your elbows, create some space. The uppercut, he landed it beautifully so many times, but I would say so few times too, because he should have did it a lot more. Robson's a tough guy. I got to give it to him. He was finding his shots. The right hand he was able to land it, even though Foster was able to turn a lot, but those were scoring shots. I had it a draw. I wasn't, split decision. I get it. But yeah, I don't want to see them fight again, bro. Like, keep it real. Nobody cares to see them fight again. I'd rather see him fight the winner of Navarrete Valdez and go from there. I gotta say, man, I was surprised too about the nurse guy, man, stopping Pearson. McCumbee went in there, couldn't get Pearson out of there, and this guy went and blew through him.
What
yeah, man,
mean?
good day about.
Whoa, because that totally came out wrong. What do you mean you was concerned? Like, what are you trying to say?
Concerned. I didn't say concerned.
Oh, what you said I was concerned about the nurse guy getting a stoppage.
I was surprised. That he got him out there like second, third round.
Yeah, I didn't expect that either. I was talking to him and his trainer the day before, Friday at the function, and even they thought that Pearson could be a banana pill. One of them dudes where he's durable. You can't stop him, so you don't give the people what they want. I'm shocked. I didn't think he was going to stop him either. Like, Pearson.
Yeah, so you got to give the man credit. I mean, we can say like, oh, Pearson, he went up there just to lay an egg. But, bro, McCumbee just fought the dude, couldn't get him out of there, got a Berlanga fight. So now Fulgram, who, I mean, he hasn't really been impressive, I would say, the last couple fights. He's been I mean, it depends on how you view him. I view him as a guy that I'm not sure where he's going to be, but he wasn't looking like to be one of them ones. But to knock out a guy like Pearson, that's a very good name on the resume. Pearson is a guy that he's lefty, is he not? If I'm not mistaken, he's a southpaw, pretty good defense. Picks his shots. Had a really good fight with what's that other old guy, man? Gongora, I believe.
I'm gonna have to let you go. I gave you unlimited time. But obviously the lines done got jammed up. I got Kerry G with a couple counter punches and a couple other people on the line. We got about 3 minutes and 33 seconds to get to that goal, and it looks like we ain't gonna get there. That's not good, because then the people that did try to help us get there, they don't get an opportunity at winning that hat. That being said, go ahead.
I want to talk about when Schofield turned around. Do you remember that?
Multiple times, bro. Multiple times.
Oh, really? I saw the one time where he got hit behind the head.
No,
he did that again?
He turned around for that, but, bro, he was doing that all night. Not in that way where he walked away, rubbing his head, but he would do the Ryan Garcia where he would turn his back and fold down. and give his opponent his back and bend over, hoping that the ref stopped the action. I'm like, yo, bro, I promise you he did that shit like 3 times. I'm shocked nobody.
And then the worst one was the one where he literally turned around and started walking.
I don't call that one the worst one because, again, I lived through Pritchard Cologne. That was my guy. I knew him personally.
But Pritchard wasn't turning his head.
But he was getting hit
in the back of the head.
And that's my point.
Right.
So during that fight, I watched him get hit behind the head, and I watched him complain, and I'm like, man up. The fuck is you complaining to the ref for? Get it back.
I remember hearing you say that.
And we don't know how hard that is. It had to hurt Floyd for him to stop the action and walk away and rub it. It's not Floyd's fault. It's the fucking fighter. The fighter and the ref are at fault there. I know people gonna want to call Floyd B words and all type of weird shit, but that's because you ain't lived through Pritchard.
He's not a bitch, is that what you're trying to say. But
if Floyd goes to the hospital today and we get news that he's fucking in a coma, then no one cares that he turned his back and rubbed his head. But today, he's not in a coma, so he's a B for turning around in the middle of a fight. No. Well, we have to learn from what happened to Pritchard. We don't know the force that it takes to hurt someone behind the head. It's just a vulnerable spot, and that's why it's an illegal punch.
But here's the problem. If that fight would have been stopped, there could be he had grounds, the ref, to stop the fight because Floyd started walking away. And I'm not saying maybe he was that fucked up from the punch.
Absolutely, but we're in a day where we now have instant replay. Yes, it's commission to commission and state to state, so maybe that particular state did not have it. I don't know, but that's where instant replay would need to come in. The ref stopped it thinking Floyd turned his back, normal stoppage. The team goes to the instant replay. No, he was hit behind the head. That is an illegal blow, and we are not in that man's body. I know people going to always look at me weird for taking that stance, but again, I can't talk to Pritchard no more.
No. Patrick Day, I don't think Patrick got hit behind the head, but the point is you can die from it. There's nothing wrong with you saying that. But I'm curious why Floyd chose to go that route as opposed to, turning your back is so vulnerable and it could have caused him to get hit again in the back of the head.
The pain, bro.
But
that's how we have to look at it. It's the pain.
You've been in there enough.
We can't say, but we can't say why you ain't react this way.
It's not about
we ain't getting hit behind the head.
Unless he was knocked out of his faculties. As fighters?
Again, we don't know.
That's true.
We're not in his body. He got hit behind the head. It's not like getting hit in the face or getting hit in the chin or getting hit in the top of the head. He got hit behind the head. I don't know. I believe that it was severe enough that he said, fuck this fight. Yo, what the fuck? That's how I looked at it. Like, oh, shit. Is we about to have another, you know what I'm saying? Is he okay?
It still goes again. And I'm not criticizing him because you're right. I don't know. But it is a very unusual reaction for something like that.
Absolutely. It's not
common. Turn your body.
It's not common because society tells us that if you're a boxer, you got to be a badass. You got to be tough. So if you get hit.
No, it's about protecting yourself, though. It's not about being tough. It's about, I'll complain to the ref.
You say
but
that.
I don't want to get hurt or lose.
No, absolutely. And you're right. That is an angle, and you say that. But think about, I know you didn't watch it, but Jahad Tucker fought yesterday versus, Lord have mercy, who'd you fight? It was a good fight. I was happy he got that opponent.
Lord mercy. I don't know.
Oh, my God. What was his opponent's name? I got the schedule.
What's the point? He fought and what?
There was illegal blows. And he did what society wants us to do. You got hit, get it back. So he hit illegally back. That's what society wants you to do, but that don't mean you can do it. That maybe he didn't get hit hard. Maybe his illegal blow wasn't an illegal blow. He got hit right in his face anyway. It was after the bell. They both kept hitting each other.
You also have to understand, too, sometimes, from what I saw, Floyd was kind of putting himself in the position to get hit because when you dip your head all the way down, the ref, these punches, sometimes it's unintentional. That's where they land.
Bro, that Supernova fight was good too. Top Rank did a really good job. That card surprised me. I thought the Golden Boy card was gonna be better, and the Top Rank card produced better action. So the guy I'm talking about is Quilisto Mareda. That's the dude from Stockton. And yo, I was impressed with Jahad Tucker, except I'm not big on his style. Like, that shit is crazy. You know, you can't be. I guess I got to go back and watch more Purnell. I was young, you know. I didn't do any VOD on Purnell. I watched him on HBO with my dad whenever he fought. But I don't think that he fought with his hands down like Jahad and relied on just reflexes as much as Jahad. Jahad is crazy. Like, he's crazy. He has to stop that. I don't care how good you are. You can't. Why is you slipping like this with your hands all the way down here? Yo, they teach you to slip like this. You down here. And
some people do that. Prince Nassim did that.
Yeah,
some people.
yeah. Till you get knocked out. You making the fight tougher anyway. And let's be real. I'm sorry. Jahad's dad need to fix that. They need to fix that. Not just the hands down. Bro, you slapping with your punches. That fight went 8 rounds because you slapping. Every motherfucking hook was with the inside. Looked like he was Tyson Fury with the long gloves from the first Wilder fight. Like, come on, bro. Turn that fucker over, hit him with the knuckles, let's get this motherfucker out of here. That's technique. That's foundation. That's basic shit. That's basic. Like, I get hitting him with the inside because you already too far. This ain't even a hook anyway. This ain't even a hook. Like, what the fuck is this? Hook is from here. 90-degree fucking angle. You all the way out here slapping them with the inside of your fist. Okay, one of them, because you jumped in. 2 of them. But every hook is like that. That's why you ain't hurt him. His face was swollen on that side because you fucking smacking him. It was like we watching the new league and shit. Turn that shit over, champ. Turn that shit over. You way too athletic to be slapping him. Like, you get in an amazing position because he could slip. He's so athletic, he's slipping, but then you smacking. It's like, did you want to smack him on some, like, I'm going to beat you like you a girl? Like, I don't even understand what I watched. He did so good, but technically so many flaws. I just, you know, I know Top Rank didn't expect that fight to go like that. Like, we all know Madera is tough, but I don't think they expected that fight to look the way that it looked. You know what I mean? Just wild, bro. But let me get back to these super chats. Two-Tone, the superstar, what it do? Not yet, no worries. Get yourself together. We got the Butcher, $5. So now you would rather see Floyd versus Tank or Lamont because you was pushing Floyd at first. Yeah, I'm not Oscar. I don't think Floyd needs no 3 fights. I don't think Floyd had a letter grade of a C. I think Floyd did very good with a very durable opponent. Like Floyd said himself, Shakur don't got the power of Giron. Yes, Tank does. Yes, Tank does. And Tank has better defense than Giron. So, yeah, on paper it looks like Floyd will lose. He like, you know, Marco's assessment was he's not creative enough. He's not setting up traps, and that's the issue. If you can't land flush, nice, clean on Giron, you ain't gonna land on Tank because he got way better defense, and he showed us that in the Ryan fight. He showed us, like, when I want to be on my A game with this defense shit, I could be on my A game. When I think you ain't got no power, go ahead, hit me up, Leo, because I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. But Two-Tone, buenos dias.
Buenos dias, happy Sunday. Yeah, man, great night of boxing. Salute the Fundora sister, future GWOAT. She will be challenging for GWOAT status here in the near future. Definitely liked Oshaki getting his get back. Hopefully we don't get a trilogy. Please don't give us a trilogy. The world does not need to see that again. Please. This Top Rank, don't run it back. Hopefully y'all didn't sell no tickets to the second one. We don't want to see that again. Morataya. Can we get Morataya and Keyshawn Davis in a title eliminator and the winner gets Barank check? That's what I want. What y'all think?
Morataya versus who?
Keyshawn, title eliminator, winner gets Dennis Barank check.
Damn, that's fucked up. Nah. Let me see. Keyshawn fought Pedraza. Morataya fought Tevin. Keyshawn is fighting Lemons. Morataya fought Perez. No, Keyshawn is ahead of him. And he's doing it in shorter time, right? How many fights Morataya? Ain't he in his 20s? I think Keyshawn's like in his 14s. Keyshawn done surpassed him. It wouldn't be fair for Keyshawn to do an eliminator with Morataya. I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, I bet you if I go to Murataya's resume, he's got multiple fights. What? Look, 21-0. And I'm pretty sure Keyshawn is like 13, 14 fights, right? Let me double check. I don't want to.
Wait, so Keyshawn ahead of him with less fights?
That's what I'm saying, because he's been taking tougher fights from the rip. He didn't have the fluff fights that Morataya got. Remember, he was an Olympian, so he jumped in the fire. He fought Burgos. And that's why Andy Cruz fought Burgos, to be like, oh, you fought him? Well, I'm going to fight him in my first fight or second fight, some shit he did. And that was impressive. But, you know, Andy's losing his steam, man. He gotta get some shit going. He not looking dominant. Not to me. Look, Keyshawn got 11 fights, bro.
Bro, we
25.
need to see these top lightweights fight, though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He's ahead of Morataya. He would be giving Morataya an opportunity. Like, don't get me wrong. They both in the same place because they both at title contention. But Keyshawn's route was faster. He got 11 fights. Morataya got 21 and still mad. Listen to him yesterday. He said, I don't know how I ain't getting these shots. I've been calling for these shots. Meanwhile, Tevin fought him, lost to him, arguably won, and he's in an interim shot. You know what I'm saying? So Morataya they got to let that leash off him.
Yeah, I mean, a showcase fight last night. Dude, flat-footed. Morataya was there to cook dude.
It looked like a showcase. It wasn't really meant to be. Usually Perez is very durable. Morataya showed that he got real power, bro. He was hurting that kid like with almost everything.
Yeah, and he got the iris and braids now, so he got a whole new look.
That was funny.
The braids is in there. He got a whole new look. I don't know. So how do you move Morataya? Like, what does his future look like?
I mean, if I'm top rank, I'm trying to get him the Baranchek fight, right? Get my Mexican a title without putting him in danger of having to get that title from a guy like Tank or Shakur at the moment. I'd rather get him a belt. Maybe that's the Loma Bon Voyage. Maybe Bob could offer Loma a Bon Voyage fight and Morataya beats him. Now they need a champ. They ain't gonna go into no like. Why would you go into that fight with Tank or Shakur with Morataya right now? I mean, who's picking him to beat those guys? But let me get to Kerry G. He got this king counter. I'm sorry, Kerry. I had no clue Two-Tone was going to jump on. But, yeah.
Two-Tone.
Big Marco.
What up, blood? Let's talk technical boxing, blood.
What up, Kerry?
Hey, man. No, I'm glad Two-Tone joined in. You see how you come in here, man, with this future growth stuff? Let's just say Clarissa has reached female Floyd status because every new kid who come in looking young, black, and dynamic, we like is the new Floyd, next Floyd. And, yeah, we hate on them so much, but we want someone to be the new them. Y'all already trying to create a new growth. Look at y'all. But she there. I mean, she's got the right amount of hate and love. You know, it used to be like she ugly all the time, and now you like yams on her. So I'm happy there's growth. Great. But there's mad fights this week. Hard to keep track of. But Fundora looked awesome. Like she really did. Like when I first watched a couple of the early rounds, because there's a lot of fights going on, it looked like she was getting pieced up a little bit in the early rounds. So, and then I
Giron.
like tapped right back into it towards the end, and then she was like power jabbing her, and then I caught that knockout, and I was like, damn, all right. So she out here, that's really cool. I didn't know it was for Undisputed. I feel like that's bad marketing or something, unless they did, and I just missed a commercial or some shit. Like that'd have been really cool. That's amazing
Nah, it's
for her.
bad
Really
marketing.
cool.
It's bad marketing. That shit went totally unnoticed.
Yeah, for real. 'Cause I just thought she was like defending her thing against like another random person because they're all just generally not pushed that much. But yeah, no, I'm really happy for her. Like I love this brother sister duo. I hope Fundora is able to really establish his stuff, set the record straight, and everything about the fights. People like to give him like random little asterisks on his fights, which there are like unfortunately. But like hope he does it. I hope they keep succeeding because I like that little story of brother and sister out here doing crazy things. Maybe their dad should get some Trader of the Year consideration because then, that's some mud stuff. He over there in like this weird training camp in in friggin' California, raising them like soldiers out there. Looks really cool. Fulgham, I think he stuffs his offense a lot, but I was surprised he got the knockdown because like a lot of people just kept telling me he wasn't going to get a knockout and shit like that. Like so, that's like good on him. Moritalia looked poised, but doesn't his opponent seems to go up and down in weight a lot, so I'm not really sure what that is. But he reminded me of like Keith Thurman with the braids and shit, so I instantly was like, I'm fucking with Moritalia now. So like the look change just got a fan for me, other than like he boxes pretty well, like to watch it. Only caught the end of that Bryce Mills stuff. He looked dynamic too. That was like a pretty cool knockout. And I'm glad Nova got that draw at least. I wanted Nova to win. I don't know why. Just something about him
Bro,
and the
but
thing. I just wanted to see that
didn't he
guy like.
win? Didn't he win? I thought he won that fight. I thought that draw was not fair, man.
But early on in the fight, he was getting like down the middle. Like guy was like interrupting his like offense a lot. So I don't know. I don't know if like he picked it up back home more. But like I'm biased towards it, so I can't say like I can't really give a opinion because for some reason like just like I don't know why Abraham Nova resonates. I just want to see that guy get paid and be on TV for some reason. Like whatever he's put together, he's done it, and that I guess. That's good on him. Foster, like the people been complaining about that. Like, I've heard about him not using his jab as much, and like I know we want people to work behind the jabs a lot, but he tried that like the last fight, and no one liked that. People were like, he lost and shit. You gotta be more active. So he tried it again to me, like within the first 2 to 3 rounds, he was shooting the jab, and it was like, yo, this shit ain't gonna get nowhere. Like this guy, like. I mean, look at their like dimensions, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, he don't be bending to like hop in with his jab either. So it's like just throwing it from his like kind of upright stance. That shit wasn't working. He's just like, I just got to press, and I thought he turned it up 8th round and on and really controlled that fight. I think he hurt Conceicao 3 times, and that dude's glove came like half an inch from touching the canvas. He tried to pick it up, but it's just like that was some hard dimensions to overcome with Conceicao, especially someone who's moving like that with that range. I thought he won decisively and clearly. I had him winning like 1, 4, and then 8th through on. Like I thought he controlled it and just kept walking down the bigger dude. He said, y'all told me to be more active, throw more hands. Like he couldn't get him out of there. Yeah. But like he was exciting to me and like was pressing the guy, little man pressing the big dude. So like I think he would decisively won. Like Conceicao had a lot more like bravado and confidence in the first one. This one, like Oshaki like buzzed him a little bit to me in the 4th round, and he was like, "What the fuck just happened?" Role reversal out of nowhere. So like that's strange. And Beck the Bully guy changed his name to Beck the Boxer because it doesn't really look that much bully like. That Stevens dude had some good foot placement, man. He kept staying on the outside with it. And dude didn't really know what to do other than every once in a while, like jump in with like a hook to try and get him. And those were landing to like, it was like, that seemed like the only thing that worked for him, but it was working. But like the rest of that, like he wasn't really being like some technical dude, or he wasn't just being like a bull in a china shop either. But his nickname is dope. And that's why I'm gonna watch him because it rolls. It's good. But like, yeah, I don't know too much other than like what that fight I saw of him. Like, I felt like there's so much hype. I was really excited because of the nickname specifically, but hey, win some, you lose some with that. All right, yeah. Peace out. And happy birthday, Marco. It's my birthday today, Scorpio season. We out here. Thank God our parents got it on in Valentine's Day. We alive.
Hell yeah. Appreciate you.
Salute.
My man.
Happy
birthday to you
birthday,
too.
Marco.
My wife's a
Appreciate you.
Scorpio, man.
Thank you, Hamza.
I don't believe some of the some of that Scorpio characteristics. I don't believe it. My wife's a Scorpio, and it's just like
It don't matter
What you mean you don't believe it?
But you a Gemini, huh, Ness?
Yeah, you know it.
Yeah. What you mean you don't believe it?
Everybody has an alchemical state. You either approach things watery, which is an emotional thing, airy, which is a mental thing, earthy, which is also an emotional thing, or fiery. I'm fiery. So Ness has a balance between fire and water, or hot and cold. He could be dry sometimes. Sometimes he could be in his emotional when we get to talking about the Haney's, because them is peoples. These are the things or the modalities that are in the Bible that everybody has a gift. I'm a Leo. I come through with fire and zeal. But when
My
you try
wife's
to
a
draw
Leo.
things out for a long time, I could burn out. You know what I mean? So some of those things are available for you with your zodiac sign, because you are part mammal. So that's what I'm saying. Like, your zodiac is actually your zoo chart. What the part mammal you are, or part reptilian, because you got a reptilian spine. These things are not a joke. You must take them serious, because you got to know how to alchemically use it. Like, wife. What's your wife, Ness?
Scorpio.
A Scorpio, yeah. You have
Alright.
that though, because you have an emotional, watery side and a fiery side. So you, with your wife, emotional will be more of a feminine thing. You know, emotion mean outward movement. Mean outward, motion mean move.
Whoa.
You know, that's
Ness,
why in the
what,
Bible they say, peace be still. You can be still when it comes to your wife being emotional.
Ness, what you mean you don't
Marco,
believe the Scorpio characteristics?
my mom's a
I
Scorpio.
would have to
She's
pull up.
very emotional.
Because since my wife's a Scorpio, I follow some like a Scorpio horoscope page, and it's always like giving you like, I don't know, like I guess scenarios of a quote unquote Scorpion. I'd be like, that ain't my wife. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean
Well, at some point though,
those horoscopes
when
are-
you meet your partner, you transcend the zodiac sign, because you have to be able to like they say, like a reptile, you got to be able to change and transform, because you can't jump out of a fiery window every time. Sometimes it calls you to jump and and slow down and think. You have to think about your emotions so that you can come, damn, why am I feeling like this? And then you come to a conclusion. And that's what you see a lot of guys in boxing jumping out the window on Twitter, because they get in their emotions. Some guys get out off rip. Man, F you, do this. Some guys just are passive with it, like Tank. And some guy, they just do the little passive tweets.
Yeah.
That lets
Speaking
you
of
know it's
Tank,
Scorpio shit.
speaking of Tank, he came at Austin twice yesterday. Austin, I mean, Austin meaning Kid Austin, aka Floyd Schofield, came at him twice yesterday, and he didn't delete these tweets. I'm gonna show those in a bit, but I do want to know: did you watch any of the fights, Troy?
I didn't get to see him. I seen some of the highlights, but I already know, like, I seen Ronnie Shields in the corner, and I know he's been working with Schofield, and he did look, a lot of people are giving him problems. Listen, he looked better
I thought
than
so
he
too.
usually looks.
He just got dropped. That was the issue.
But that's always going to be the issue. All pros coming up. Sugar Ray Leonard got dropped coming up. That means you got to improve some things. If you're not getting dropped coming up as a pro, that was like a sign of passage. Look, sat on the thing. And that's another thing, too. Like, let Ronnie Shields be the head man, and you be the guy in the second motivating your son. That's what you should be there for. My suggestion, and it's not an opinion, because if Ronnie Shields training you, your dad not calling out the moves Ronnie Shields knows, because he don't know.
I never.
Hold on. The nigga got dropped in the corner?
No.
They
didn't put the stool up, man. They
he
fucking.
sat down on the floor.
My man went to sit down.
No, the stool
But it was right
up.
after
He
he had
sat
been
on
hurt
the floor.
too. So
No, they ain't
It
put the stool in time. Like,
and it was right after he got kind of wobbled, so it just looked
I
bad.
didn't see that part, bro. Nigga got dropped in the.
Nah, he just sat down on the floor. It looked like somebody pulled the chair from under him.
yeah.
Usually,
Damn.
sometimes when people get hurt like that, they make them stand up for a second for their legs to come back.
Troy.
And then they sit them down. Yes, sir.
Look for the Jihad Tucker Kilesto fight. Kilesto Madera.
Jihad Tucker.
Jihad Tucker.
Jihad.
He fought yesterday.
Okay. With 2 eyes?
No, I think it's only one. He fought yesterday versus Kilesto Madera from Stockton on ESPN. See if you can find it to look at that fight a little bit. Like your thoughts on his style. Let me get to these.
He fight somebody who looked pretty familiar.
I gotta say this, man. Who's
the guy he fighting?
Kilesto Madera from Stockton. He just fought Kevin Newman at 68. I think.
Oh, that's my homie. That's Kilo.
Yeah.
That's my little bro.
Oh, that Tucker fight was
Kilo just fought Jahid Tucker. That's Aaron Coley talking. Kilo's my little bro. His brother
Look up
is
that
named
fight.
Hector.
Look up that fight. Look up that fight. It's important.
I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, you found the whole fight?
No, I'm not fighting the whole fight, but I know Kilo.
I want you to see that fight. I need you to see that fight.
I thought he was a youngster.
I need you to see that fight. Jihad style in that fight.
I'm looking at it.
So you did find it?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Okay. Kerry G says, go ahead.
No, bro. Friday, what's his name? Kid Austin. They was talking hella greasy about Shakur Stevenson, like called the man soft. Najee from Cigar Talk do his podcast.
Hey, Aaron. Sorry. Hold on. I gotta
Najee from Cigar Talk do his podcast, and he got Kid Austin on there. Shakur pull up on the show and pull up. Energy change. They go to just copping please, acting like this is the first time I seen Shakur big bro somebody. Shakur big broed the father and the daddy. Now add that context.
How? Give us context. What did he do that you calling it big bro in him?
Shakur was like, yo, what's up with the sparring, nigga? Shakur's like, yeah, I made you shit on yourself. Oh, but we just took somebody else out and we just want an opportunity. And why wouldn't we want to call out the best fighting? He was like, nah, all you niggas do is talk. All your niggas do is talk. When I pull up, we ain't got that same energy. And Ness, no lie, I've never seen a soul crumble in my face. Crumbled for Shakur. Like, you could tell Shakur is like the Jesus to these niggas. Respectfully. Like Tank make niggas crumble and Shakur make these niggas crumble. Now, add that with the way that he looked yesterday, Kid Austin. You young niggas got to stop clout chasing, bro. Because I'm making videos trying to say that y'all like that, and y'all not really like that, bro. I don't know who really like that now. I don't. I'm confused now. Is it the Westworld matchmaking? What is it? Because
it's the matchmaking. It's the matchmaking.
Okay. It's West. No, watch that interview.
Yeah, but kids, you getting caught up in sparring stories though, because you saying is it the Westworld matchmaking? Shakur got Westworld matchmaking. I mean, fuck. If anybody's Westworld is top, right?
Damn. That's Westworld over there?
No, that's a fact. They got the best matchmaking in the game.
Think about it. We literally just talking about Murataya and why he ain't get a shot. Like people acting like it's a mystery. No, they not letting them get a shot because they not ruining they fucking investment.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ness. Golly, blood. Thank you, bro. Like, niggas don't understand that part of the business. Like, nobody's ruining their investment getting stopped. They didn't put mad money matching him with the right. You have to pay a matchmaker.
They got to stop talking then, Troy.
Murataya don't talk.
That's part of the promotion.
Murataya don't talk. It's Robert, his trainer, who happens to be his manager. Managers are meant to do that. They ain't going to make their fighter look bad.
I'm just saying, Floyd and his pops, they went on multiple podcasts, crashing out on the host.
But don't jump off the ship, you casual fan, you.
I'm not jumping off the ship. I'm just knowing Shakur.
Boxing.
Like, I didn't know Shakur was the big. I thought Shakur was big brawling people.
Sparring is still sparring. It's still 16-ounce gloves. It's still timeouts. You know, it's not a fight. I'm not saying Floyd beats Shakur, but it's not a fight. It's a fight, but it's not a real fight with 8-ounce gloves. Like, Floyd Schofield will have 8 ounces when he fights Shakur. That's half the size they had on. Floyd takes chances, you know. Look, he hit him to the body, and he made him want to shit. I got the audio. Shout out to the team. Y'all the mans in them. Majid, you the truth. We got the audio. Again, this is why I say, like, motherfuckers got to get in the ring, bro. Like, I sparred yesterday. I'm literally telling Big Bay, like, bro, I wish I could get over this. Any day it's sparring, I take like 5 shits before getting to the gym. That's just your nerves. Then imagine somebody punching you in the fucking stomach.
That don't, and that's like when you really spar on a constant basis. On a constant basis, like this is your job every day. You don't even be nervous or nothing. You just is like another day. Okay. That's why boxers be having bad days in the gym, because it just be like you spar so much, you really get kind of tired of this shit. Like, damn, I can kick this so much in here now that I'm really standing right-handed.
He could have ate some shit. You know, people tell you eat oatmeal, you know, in the morning if you going to the gym, and something is going to stick. So we don't know what he ate. You know what I'm saying? And it's natural is all I'm saying. Like, is it a bad look? Yeah, it's a bad look. It's a bad look. But
like,
it's...
we didn't establish it already. Listen, Marvin Hagler got dropped in sparring and canceled the fight with somebody, pushed the date back.
That's what I'm saying.
I was on a documentary. Like, Marvin Hagler, he got dropped in sparring and was like, nope, I need a couple more weeks to get right. I'm good. And got it together. Like, the sparring is practice, y'all. It's not a fight. So what happened in sparring don't mean nothing. When you put on them 8-ounce gloves and they hit you in your temple, it's different.
Word. And yesterday we had an equilibrium shot by the man in question. He said that. I never got hit behind the ear.
Yeah, that wasn't behind the head either. That was behind the ear. That was a clean shot.
No, and he said behind the ear. He never said behind the head. He said behind the ear. But let me get to this audio.
Shakur is so smart in the gym. So Shakur will let people believe they getting the best of him.
Yeah.
Just so they could get close enough.
Because you're open.
And he will hit you in the body so hard. So he got hit so hard, he almost doodled on himself. I know you don't want people to know. So he had to fight the rest of the rounds with his butt cheeks clenched. So that right. Smart in the ring, and that's the reason they champions. It's something.
Yeah, Shakur.
Shout out to my man Luke.
He sits back and lets you think, like he lets you get comfortable. Yeah, so he'll make you think you're doing good and you're
winning and everything else.
Like making a move back, then he'll just catch you or something. So he's a great fighter.
And again, this is just so we can clear up the shitting on himself rumor. He never shitted on himself. He had the urge and had to fight through it. You feel me? But secondly,
this has been a fighter in sparring.
Secondly, this is a young fighter admitting that Shakur is a great fighter. That doesn't mean I think you're great and I never want to fight you. It doesn't mean I thought you were great and now I don't because I want to fight you. You know, it just means when I was young, I thought you were great. But I'm also getting better and I want to challenge myself. We take this game so personal. It's crazy. Like, you get called out and it's disrespect. Somehow Shakur got to leak DMs and share spawn just because I called you. Like, my man, yeah, I was a young dude coming up. You're a champ. You're a gold medalist, silver medalist. You're an Olympian. You know, you're everything you are. You're supposed to do whatever you're doing to the dudes that didn't come up like you. Like, that's I don't get
Not in my book. I can care less. But what did you want to know
Man, you
about
crazy
Jahad
as
Tucker?
hell. So you, oh my God, I'm not even getting in an argument with
What
you.
did you want to know about Jahad Tucker?
What you think of the fight?
Just period. What weight was that?
60.
I mean, Kilo is not super fundamentally sound. And if you're going tooth and nail with cousin, you really ain't that sweet like that.
All right.
That's my honest knowledge. It's not an opinion. I know he from Stockton. His brother, don't get Kilo, is not trash. He average. His brother is really nice though. Hector is good. But Jahid Tucker, he be slapping when he punch.
Yep.
And he's awkward because he doesn't have fundamental skill. He doesn't know how to stay in position. That's something that a lot of guys, Border Wars homies, learn how to hold this position the whole time. Relaxing with your hands right here.
Yeah, like, his hands be so down. That's what I wanted you to see. Like,
at the same thing, every fighter in the 80s hands be down, and that's a part of fundamental boxing. You got to know how to use the shoulder, use the hand, like Jack LaMotta. All of them guys use their shoulders. They slipped and rolled. Jack LaMotta fought with his hand down like
he was doing all that, but that's why I said you got to find the
fight.
But
he doesn't. I'm gonna say this, Ness. He's doing it, but he's not performing it in a fundamental sense of a Ray Leonard, how he performs it with the hand down.
No,
it's a
because
different level.
He gotta work. They gotta work on the technique, like you said.
Yes.
The fundamentals of turning your shot. He not turning his shots over, so he not hurting them. He he hit him with a million left hooks, but they was all slaps. It was like Tyson Fury inside the glove punches. But let me get to these super chats.
Facts. Hey, y'all see, that's a fact.
Kerry G with the $5, he says. Kerry G with the King Counter, just sending $5 gold twice. Appreciate you. We got to that. We got Mad Bent, 100. Champ level, $2. Daily dose of Tanquil. Jahad Tucker. I like his fighting attitude. I like the attitude, but I'm afraid he's going to get knocked out with his hands down like that.
No, he's going to get brutally.
He's slipping, dodging, weaving, all with his hands at his side. Like, bro, that's dangerous. I don't care how good you are. That's dangerous for no reason.
Let me tell you why it's dangerous just real quick. Because boxing got fundamental rules so that when you slip efficiently, that you don't get tired. Well, he don't train to be doing all of this. So when you done doing that, your ass is tired because you don't train to slip like that. And then he going to your guts. You're not protecting the body with the hip. That right there is what makes you tired at the upper echelon level. That's why I said when you're going against Kilo at the mid-tier level and you're going tooth and nail, I already know what you're going to look like against a fundamental European fighter.
Got Galaxy Studios, $2. What's up with TBV? Galaxy Studios, $2. Oh, shit. Troy talking about horoscopes and technical boxing. Rakim, $2. Troy talking the technical astrology right now. Galaxy Studios, $2. Who raised you in your environment has more effect? I don't know what that was in reference to. Leonard Sterling, but he said, who raised you in your environment has more of an effect. I don't know what we were talking. Leonard Sterling, 5-pounder. That's the corner's fault. He sat down where the stool was. Corner moved the stool just before he sat down. That's what I said, man. But again, look, first main event. These are hiccups, Yeah. These are hiccups that we got to get through, and then we're going to be ready. Leonard Sterling, 5-pounder. Gabriella Fundora versus Kenya Enrique is the fight to make at 112. Wait a minute. Didn't I meet her in Mexico? Let me see her. I got to Google this. I'll finish
Let
this.
me ask y'all this.
Yeah. But didn't she just lose? Did she win her last fight? Oh, she must have. Wow. Oh no, she hasn't
Ab-
fought since February.
Abdullah Mason would have stopped Tellers.
I feel like this is the girl. Let me
Maybe.
see if I got an interview with her because I think this is the girl that doesn't want 3-minute rounds. But anyway, he says he feels that's the fight to make. In my opinion, Kenya Enrique, interim WBC 112 champion, is the best female 112-pound boxer. Shout out to you. We got Galaxy Studios. Ness, please don't get into an argument with Troy. Nah, you seen I let it go. I let it go. I'm not gonna get caught up. I gotta learn. That's just, I don't even know what it was now, so I don't even want to say anything. But when certain things just, that's just Troy. And
No, I just said that's my mentality. Like I don't like when I went to the gym. If I went to the gym thinking that you're a champion and you're gonna
that's what it was.
whoop
That's
me
what
in
it was.
sparring, I just can't think like that because you will develop a sparring partner mentality.
We didn't say think. We just said this is post sparring an Olympian, post sparring a champion.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Pre sparring, before you sparring, you have to change your mentality so that you don't do because that happened to me. That's what I'm telling you. I'm just telling you from experience. Sean Porter hit me with a body shot, and I'm telling you it wasn't as hard as I thought it was because I was so. It's Sean Porter, bro. He's a legend in Ohio. Ness, I was so nervous. I only had 3 amateurs, and all I heard was, man, they be sparring dumbass hard. They be stopping people. And then as soon as I walk in the gym, Mike Johnson, like, hey, I need to see you work with Sean Porter today. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I knew it. I'm like, he about to be, I'm like, Ness, I'm like, he about to be fast like Amir Khan. He about to be slick as fuck doing all. I was already gone. He don't even fight like that. And I was throwing a jab like this. Like, I was scared to engage because I'm like, he about to stop me. Word. And then he leaned over and hit me with a body shot. And I was like, And then my coach was like, hold on, freeze. And right there, that's when I was embarrassed. I'm like, fuck, he about to embarrass me. I've got to fight him now. So that's when I went to fight mode. And I'm okay. Could barely breathe. And we just start chunking him. Then my coach was like, that's it. I just wanted to see if you had the heart. But that's when I realized, oh shit, I can't come in this sparring thinking like this nigga, he gonna fucking stop me.
Yeah, you can't be scared to engage with somebody because they might come with some hard shit. You have to be ready with the mentality like, nah, come on.
That's all I was saying, Ness. I wasn't trying to, because sometimes when you sparring those guys, they don't really want hard work for sparring so much. They like sparring green guys so they can work on their moves.
Yeah, but until they get hit.
Until they get hit, and that's the thing. He was creeping. I was nervous, bro.
Bro, but
sparred him a second time.
You talking to a dude.
Does Abdullah Mason or Kamel Martin stop Homeboy last night?
Who?
Stop
Schofield?
What?
Tell us.
Man, what? What?
I would say I would say Abdullah has a better chance of stopping him because he's tall and the guy will have to work to come in, so he's gonna take more punches. You know what I'm saying? Naturally, trying to get inside Abdullah, and he's an Ohio boxer. But Cormel Moen, it could go a little bit longer because he brought to break him down. But Cormel, that'll be a good work for them.
Can we first establish when are they getting Giron? Are they getting him like in a hypothetical neck situation or an even better hypothetical before Schofield? Because, the guys you talking about are very young, and there's no way matchmakers are putting them in there with Tellus. Like, look at what he did to Schofield, bro. Like, you are.
No, I know what you're saying. I'm just
the way Carmel fight and the way Abdullah fight.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm doing. No, it'll work.
I mean, we went into that fight thinking that Schofield was gonna win, and he did, but we didn't expect him to get knocked down. I expected him to win.
Why not though?
Because He's Schofield. He wasn't supposed to be
What
knocked
does that
down.
mean in boxing?
He wasn't supposed to be knocked down by a
So
by a border
That wasn't behind the
contender.
head.
It was like
Why
a,
was he wasn't knocked down by that, but
that happens.
Saying somebody
No.
Schofield doesn't let me know anything.
No, because he's supposed to be on a higher level than that.
But he's not though. Why is he supposed to be?
Last night showed that.
And
And that's what I kept trying to tell you niggas.
Anybody can go down.
Yeah, but
It's
you gotta
about
let the fight
what you
happen.
do
That's what
for
I'm
most of the
saying.
fight.
There's a
No,
favorite
I
for a
don't
reason.
have to let it happen because I'm watching his technical skill before he get a tough fight, Ness. That's all I'm saying. I can see these things before I say, listen, he gets a tough fight, he's gonna have problems because he's not doing the things he's supposed to do
But
to be
problems
on the
don't
level
mean
he's
knocked
supposed to be
down.
at.
Problems don't mean knocked down.
No, that's exactly what it means when you taking punches on the chin, Ness. And you're not fundamentally have the defense because your daddy don't know boxing. So you're not going to have
It is a little surprising. It is a little surprising at this stage in his career for him to go down slightly.
Troy, where's your son?
Based on the
you better have a fucking world champion son.
They show you who you are, believe them. Coming into this fight, he's not showed a level of patience. Last night,
a level of technical skill. Jumping in with your head butting people means you don't know how to step forward with your punches.
Not setting traps. Not setting traps.
Not knowing how to rest on the jab for 4 rounds without throwing amateurish. You think when you get to a 12 and a 10 round fight against real life contenders that you're not gonna hit the canvas, still fighting like an amateur?
Now, I've been there, man. I've been there when you're nailing somebody with ease, but they still keep coming, and then you're like, oh shit, that's all I had.
Yeah, that's
now
the
what do I
issue.
gotta do?
That's the issue. That's the issue.
but Abdullah has more patience, and Carmel Moulton definitely has more patience.
So far, but they ain't been in this level of fight.
Yeah,
you gotta stop. You gotta stop assessing.
You telling me Abdullah Mason go life and death with Tellers last night?
I'm telling
not,
you.
but
I'm
he's not
telling
there
you.
yet. He's still
I'm telling you that the matchmakers at Top Rank haven't put Abdullah Mason in with anything like Giron. They haven't put him in. Like, look at Giron. He's like on a 5-fight win streak? Like, you kidding me? He just beat undefeated Alex de Millan, and he beat somebody before that. Like, this dude isn't a bum. He's like
he not.
He like a contender. I don't want to say
How
journeyman.
many fights was this? How many rounds was this fight?
12.
No, he's contending for a title. Yeah. He's a title contender.
Yeah.
Anytime you're fighting 12 rounds, you're a title contender.
Yeah, I mean, this was a regional. Obviously, there was an intercontinental on the line because that's what Schofield
still a title
had.
that could put you in position for
absolutely. But you know, for the casual ear, when you say title contention, they're thinking of the major, not the regionals. But let me move on here. We got Galaxy Studio says Troy saying Schofield dad doesn't know boxing. Hashtag.
I mean, there's levels, right? And Troy has a point. There maybe should be somebody coming in to help with, a little more experience. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Ronnie was
That's
there.
all I'm saying.
Ronnie was there,
No,
but
he
we're not
needs
going to
to
get into that
be
argument.
the
Let me
head
get to
man.
this caller real quick.
Ronnie was there? Ronnie Shields was there?
Yeah. He was warm. Stop watching highlights, man. He warmed them up. He's been in the corner, everything. He was the one doing
Was he in the corner for this fight?
He was in the corner. Schofield
Do you
would
think
talk.
maybe it's a thing
Schofield
where
would
the dad...
talk. Schofield would talk and say, Ronnie, now you tell him how you feel. Like, y'all just wasn't paying attention.
Okay,
Joe
well then that's
Pilot.
a good thing then.
Joe Pilot, you're live.
You hear me?
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
All right,
We
man.
got
So
you,
look at
we
the
hear
panel, man. But you already know, man. You forgot to touch on Liam Davis getting upset by Masood in the UK. Man, what a beautiful boxing by that Masood displayed versus Davis. He almost got robbed. Thank God he did it, because I don't know how that was even a split decision. To me, he clearly won that fight, but rightfully he got the decision. Liam Davis got upset. A lot of people were, giving him praise that Liam Davis was the next thing coming out of the UK. I guess not. Masood had other plans, man. He's trying to do his thing, That was a good scrap right there. Back got no IQ. Back the bully just like like just like all he does is the same thing. It's either left hook to the body, little weak jab to the head. He didn't do nothing. Like the only time like he actually boxed well to me was in the Gabe Rosado 2 fight, that he didn't just try to bulldoze Gabe. Like he fought good in that fight, but he needs to fight with a little bit more strength, like IQ, because he's but he was all around better than Steven. Steven should have got knocked out. Like, like he's not a mover. He is a tough guy though, so maybe not knocked out, but he should have dominated Stevens, and he didn't do that. Abraham Nova, that I don't know how to say his name, Gizongo, whatever his last name is. That guy, you can tell he got some dynamite in his. Yeah, he got some dynamite in his hands, bro, because he landed that in the first round. Nova was on the back foot for the rest of the fight, man. He did a little short exchanges here and there on the inside, but that guy got power. It's like I always remembered what you said, that a lot of these B-side fighters, if they got treated like A-sides, they would develop better because the guy had talent, but they were saying it on the broadcast.
Yeah, I don't know about talent. Maybe he had power, but talent is what he lacked. The dude didn't know how to cut the ring off, and outside of that one exchange, like he barely was landing. Like, bro, he was another like Oshaki in the first fight. He had his hands in his pocket. Let's be real, bro. Like, he didn't throw enough, especially if I got that type of power. It was a fake draw. Nova won that fight, but if I got that type of power, what the fuck am I waiting for? Like, what was he waiting for? He ain't even use a jab anyway, man. Hell no, that dude don't got no talent. Not like that. He got power. He gonna make a fight, but talent means you could set shit up. Talent means you could box. Like, how you got talent, you can't box.
Talent is athleticism.
But he had
talent is athleticism.
Like, he has
You're talking about skills.
I think, of course, he doesn't have the foot, like the athleticism, of course, of a Nova. But, like, I think with a little bit of development, proper training, the guy, there's something there, bro.
Bro, y'all not giving Nova no credit. Let me turn this shit up. I'm going to pause this because I took a lot of your call. Listen, y'all not giving Nova no credit. It's crazy.
Bro?
It's crazy. He was landing that jab right down the middle of Galindo's guard. It would be a double jab sometimes, a single jab. He will fucking double the single jab and hit him with a right hand. He won that fight. Galindo didn't let his hands go enough, bro. Nova outboxed the fuck out of him. I can't stand boxing every day. Oh, he on his bike. Cut the fucking ring off then. Because I see Nova jabbing the shit out his dumb ass every time he got within range. And whenever he wanted, he would land the fucking right hand. Like, what is we talking about? How the fuck was that a draw? And how the fuck this dude got talent, but Nova going in a goddamn circle? You got talent. You can't cut the fucking ring off. How you got talent? How? Cut the ring off then.
He's just missing the little bit. He was missing some seasoning, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. He had the power. He's just, bro, Nova's a great fucking boxer. That's what I'm trying to say. He's great.
He got power. He got
the great job, and he was exchanging.
He got power, but he ain't show me no skill. He ain't show me no skill. He showed me he got power. He showed me he could punch. He ain't show me no skill. And I'm frustrated that boxers get robbed every fucking day of the week. That dude got outboxed. That's what you do to a puncher. Keep him at the end of your fucking jab and hit his ass with a right any goddamn time you want. They stealing the shit from the boxer out here. Now they want the boxer on purpose, and it's always on ESPN. They want the boxer on purpose to go for the goddamn knockout. It's not fair. That dude got outboxed, bro. All night following.
Stop his ass. No.
He might do a combination. He might do a combination every now and then, but he was just following the entire fucking night.
Why Nova couldn't stop him from coming forward, though?
Clean work, but I'm just saying the guy wasn't like that bad. Yeah, he doesn't have like all the wrinkles of a Nova, but like, power is something you can't teach, bro. Like, the guy can actually get taught how to cut the ring. He's been tough. He hasn't been developed. The guy's been matched tough.
I mean, I guess you're right. He could be taught better tricks. But again, he's a B-side. They never gonna give him the developmental time. He's gonna have to find someone to invest that in him and do it on his own in a Mexico, in a Colombia, or on a lower level here in America.
Of course. I'm not saying he is, because it's like who's gonna invest money into the guy? He's already got a couple losses. Like, and we're in this no loss era. You can't really lose except to super top guys. But yeah, Schofield boxed a little better, but damn, bro, like when he got knocked down, it's because he overcommitted. He overcommitted on that punch, and when he missed, because Tellez was just ducking all them right crazy hooks he was throwing, he ducked it, and since Schofield swung so hard, the momentum and plus the punch right on the ear knocked him down. And Schofield, man, but this might be a silver lining. This might be a silver lining because
he might get an opportunity because he looked vulnerable.
Exactly, looking at everything half glass full,
No, he's been vulnerable.
You gotta,
bring
as long as
Sean
you
Porter
learn.
into camp. Bring Sean Porter into camp.
No.
Yeah,
so we can headbutt people better. Oh, bro,
man,
no.
Name the last fight Sean Porter headbutt somebody. Get out of here with that narrative,
man. That's what he do, blood.
Man,
Hey, blood.
Here,
Sean
man.
Porter, listen.
Damn,
y'all always going
Tim Bradley.
I don't give a fuck. His fundamentals are not clean.
Tim Bradley used
he needs to stay with Ronnie Shields. Same shit. Horrible fundamentals.
Used to though. He
slapping
used
punches.
To. He used to headbutt, and Tim Bradley got out of that.
But he always was slapping.
Yeah, he was a slapper. He was a slapper.
Not Sean didn't have power either in the pros.
Yeah, but Sean wasn't a slapper. Sean
But he didn't have power in the pros because he wasn't delivering punches correctly. Because he wasn't on no mitts. His dad don't be on no mitt work and know how to really. His dad don't know how to tell him to deliver no shot.
So
I know these people.
You're not for the dads training that don't have a lot of boxing experience.
Listen. How do you land a body shot and you never threw one without getting hit?
No,
how are you supposed to teach them? No, I know you do, but I'm just describing this for the casual fan to get some enlightenment.
Bro,
if I never drop down and build up in there.
Did Customato box?
No, listen. Yes, he did.
But Ness, there are exceptions, of course. Like Dan Goosen never boxed.
Exceptions do not make the rule.
Exactly.
It's the majority. Presidential debates.
Absolutely.
When you're voting, everybody named these 10 trainers, but the 10 trainers were national champions and had mad amateurs. And in the amateurs back then, they didn't fight with headgears on. So it's automatically a different professional. It's a different fight in the
if you say you
didn't have to be a good boxer, but being a boxer is something that's very.
If you say you know Ken Porter, you know that he teached on the amateur level, on the highest amateur level for years. He was the Olympic coach.
That's not the pros. You're talking about two different leagues.
I mean,
the silver glove is in Vallejo.
Every fight
now,
dad
never boxed.
Every fighter in the last from the Earl Spence Olympic class, Sean Porter's dad had something to do with them at one point or another. Then he takes his.
We got a bunch of dads.
Then he
takes Dad.
Then he takes his own father.
They all have no defense.
Then he takes his own his own son to be a two-time welterweight champion in this era that Porter fought. And somehow you talking about Porter, Sean, wouldn't be capable.
That has nothing to do with his fundamentals.
Let me finish. Somehow you saying Porter, Sean wouldn't be capable of helping Floyd Schofield.
No, he would not. Because he needs fundamentals, bro.
Okay. But didn't you
That's
say
all I'm saying.
Didn't you say if you boxed, you can do it? You can teach because you boxed? Didn't Sean box?
Sean used to be a boxer in the amateurs more so than a brawler.
He was taught by a man who didn't box.
So we
he's
changing the
gonna
rules.
teach what he's taught.
No, cool, but I just want to be clear. We're changing it now. It's no longer.
No, we're not changing it.
No. Yeah,
because
you did.
Derek James also boxed.
No, you did change
Earl
it.
Spence got defense.
No, you did change it because you said.
No, I did not.
No, listen. We both have to talk so that we can listen to each other. The argument has always been Troy's stance is if you didn't box, you can't teach.
And now he's saying that somebody who was taught by somebody who didn't box, but did box. I get what you're saying.
I can look at his style. What is Sean Porter going to teach Schofield?
Admit
you
that you
teach them how to win a championship.
Admit that you changing your rules now.
No,
because
I'm
me
not.
and Marco
it's
coach
the same rule.
No, you're changing
If you learn by somebody who didn't box, you're learning nothing.
Okay, so the dude
But
that
that's still
boxed
somebody
and
who
became
boxed.
a world
But that's still
champion
somebody
2
who
times.
I know.
I gotta move on. I gotta move on
Yeah,
because
move
this is
on,
what you
nigga,
do.
please.
This is what you do. You never want to lose. You're worse than me.
No, it's
but
not
you
about
sound
losing,
crazy.
nigga. I'm
Toledo
not going
Trees.
to nobody.
Toledo
nigga, I
Trees.
trained a nigga
Toledo
who
Trees.
was training
Toledo
nigga who didn't
Trees.
box. They
Toledo
don't be knowing
Trees.
shit.
Toledo
They don't teach you
Trees.
shit.
Toledo
That's
Trees.
funny.
Toledo Trees. What up?
What up, though? What up,
Damn.
though?
Motherfucker
What
hate
up,
to
though?
be wrong. He hate to be wrong.
No,
worse
it ain't
than me,
about
that's-
being wrong.
You
He need
wrong.
to stay
Worse
with
than that.
Let
fucking-
that man get
he
his
need to
call.
stay with the man
Let
he
that
with.
man get his
Why
call.
would he leave and go
Let
to
that
somebody
man
who
get
don't
his
have
call.
a fundamental skill?
Let that man get his call. You rule changer. You change the rules
There
now.
ain't no fucking rules, nigga.
Yeah.
You talking dumb shit.
You changed
Sean
the
Porter
rule.
does not have
We all
fundamentals
heard you.
to teach
All
Floyd
right,
Schofield.
Trees, look at
He
this
needs
man.
to come out of that shit.
I got him. Touch the nerve. He got to talk over Trees' call. He from Ohio. Show some respect.
Oh
No,
man,
he know he
God,
gonna let me finish my shit.
We want to talk. We
That's
want to
why
hear
I'm
about
not.
Albert
Yeah, you
Bell.
see, he know I'm trying to let you cook, Troy. Man, you very funny as fuck. Hey, man, I want to say off the top, Foster, you lost that fight, gang. Your violence levels. Look, nah, fuck what you're talking about. Your violence levels was low again, my nigga. You went out there and you pulled the same shit. You damaged him, you feel me? But you ain't finished him off, gang. You was supposed to get that man out of there. And then when you hurt him, if you ask me, you was losing on the cards. I'm with my man Vega. At best, I scored a draw. I don't know about Foster winning that. He didn't really win that fight. You feel me? Like, yeah. I don't fuck what you heard, gang. Your man Ali Felice. I seen him out there. He decent, like what he do. He looked all right.
Yeah. I knew you would
Look,
like.
here you
I knew
go.
you would like that he beat on your bare knuckle, boy.
Young Dominican.
I knew
Here
you
he
was gonna
go.
like that.
Here he go. But no, he looked decent. I like what he did out there. He looked all right. I also want to say real
I
quick.
wish the
shout out-
stoppage would have been cleaner though. Like I wish he
Yeah,
would.
no,
I wish
word-
he'd
yeah,
have got
yeah.
the stoppage versus whatever the fuck that hat was.
No, word up. Yeah. Your man's the high Tucker. I don't like what he. I don't like. By the way, just speaking on him, I ain't feeling him.
Who?
I'm not feeling, bro. Jahad Tucker. I'm not feeling, bro.
What is it? What is it? What
Hey,
is it?
Trees.
I
Okay,
don't.
Trees.
It's like I don't know how to. It's like fuck.
He's sloppy Paul Pierce.
He's sloppy, and it's like he leaves shit to be designed. Like he don't seem focused. Like my man Raymond Mordecai,
Sloppy
like his
Joe.
performance, like against the guy that he fought, the Raymond Mordecai guy, he was supposed to get him out of there, and it ain't even about like the performance more so. I appreciated Raymond Victoria, his mindset. Like he looked like a guy who was out there on a mission. Your man Jahai Tucker looked like he a lackadaisical nigga, bro. He looked like he don't care about, like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't like his shit. Hands down and shit. He playing and shit. Like I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I'm not a fan of bro. Hopefully he make it. I don't wish nothing bad upon him, you feel me? But it's like I'm not he leaves something to be desired for me as a fan. You feel
Hey,
me?
Trees, can
But,
I
Raymond
explain what you saying? Because, like, when you fundamentally
How
sound,
you
why
gonna
play when you
explain
could
what
just
he's
stop
saying?
it?
Oh
No,
my
he could no. Go, I'm gonna let him I'm gonna let him rock because I'm
No,
sure
I'm just gonna say it like, Trees, are you saying that instead of playing and dropping your hands and doing all, why don't you just stop the guy?
Stop the guy. Let's
Why
go
don't you
high
just
guard.
get serious and stop him? Why are you
Let's
doing
high
all this
guard up.
playing and
Yeah,
juking
let's
and
high guard up.
sliding and
Let's
moving?
step forward.
Yeah, like that's
Yeah,
common
let's-
sense because that's
yeah.
what I see when I see a Giron in these niggas. Stop all the playing and doing all the get serious, come to the man, dig to his body,
Let me
get him
rock
out of
out,
there,
Ness.
go to the
I got a
next.
5
Yeah,
for you.
but that's what make people special when they can do the
No.
pizzazz.
Nah,
What you
nah,
mean?
bro. Nah.
You may feel
So-
like it's your
Nah,
turn.
bro, it ain't. Nah, it's
The
like I just
golden
told you.
era
I
was in the
appreciate.
80s.
I
Niggas wasn't
appreciate.
playing. They was
Let
stopping
me
you.
spin. Let me spin. Hold on. Let me spin. But
Man,
I
y'all
appreciate. Let me rock out. But I'm saying I appreciate focus because I appreciate a nigga like I say, Mordecai was locked in. He went to go get his man out of there. You can see it. Like he walked in, like when he on his walk-in, the motherfucker was wearing all black sweats. He braided up. My nigga had a different demeanor about him. Like he was going to get motherfuckers. When he get on the mic, my man say, I'm out here. Like I want a fight. Like I want to fight. I'm here. I'm talented. I'm next up. I just be farmer. Give me a fucking fight. Like I like that. He seemed focused. He seemed like he's not here to play. I'm
What
with
you
that.
think
I like
Tucker
what
out
he
here
earned the
doing?
fan
Tucker
in me.
is taking more fights. He's one of the most active prospects
King
on
of
Top
Mean.
Rank.
Hold up, King of Mean. What you think about Fundora, gang? Oh, this who I needed to
Gabby.
see. Yes, sir. What you think about that undisputed fight, gang?
Listen, man, I had said it as much on them championship rounds. I hope y'all tuned in. I know one smart man did Man, that left, that return, that counter left. I mean, she delivered that shit straight. Alana's had nothing for it, and Fundora is the youngest undisputed champion in boxing history.
I mean, I don't know
she's with all
about
the smoke.
I don't know about nothing for it. Don't be so dismissive. I want to see Alana as back. I think she is a mixture of, like I said earlier, Pacquiao and a little bit of Bivol. More Pacquiao than Bivol. But I mean, she deserves massive credit for doing everything she did. She was so short and somehow finding her range. Yo, nah, man, she landed
stopping
that
and
fucking.
popping. She was stopping and popping and landing there.
Man, she landed that left hook
stopping
on
and popping.
Bro, she popped the shit out of Gabby so much. Like, the next
she
fighter
was
has
stopping
to
and
see
popping.
that they can land the left hook on Gabby too. And it's like I said, it looked like she watched Andre Ward versus Chad Dawson, because she would go to the body with the straight right, kind of tuck low, and then come over top with that fucking left hook. Bro, if she had
That's an amateur move. That's an amateur staple move. You learned that in the beginning.
Well, that
straight
shit
left
worked.
to the body, hook to the
It's
head.
fun. It's called
You throw the
fundamentals,
truth to
man.
the
It's
body,
called
hook to the
fundamentals,
head.
Troy.
That's a good
fundamentals.
move.
It's called
No, that's a
fundamentals,
good
not
move.
amateur.
That's
Amateur
a
make it
fundamental
sound.
move. That's a
Amateur make it.
fundamental move.
Amateur make it sound bad. When you said it was amateurs, that make it
No,
that's
it's a fundamental. Niggas who box know
There
what
you
I'm
go.
talking about. That's a fundamental
It is.
amateur move. You throw the jab upstairs to blind them, the two, and then you come upstairs with a hook because you changing levels quick.
Yo,
you going two bang, and then you
she
coming
was
upstairs with the hook.
She was killing Gabby with that shit. I was
That's
hoping.
how you do it on tall niggas.
I was hoping that she had a little bit of really Argentine, because another thing she got that you could tell, she was like, you know, it's funny, we associate everybody with Maidana. I wonder if he's the best Argentina. Is it Carlo Monzon, Sergio Martinez, or fucking Marcos Maidana goes down as the best? The thing is, she had that Maidana right hand, bro. She hit Gabby with that shit too. Man, yo, I don't know. I wish she had a little more Argentine power, because she was clipping Gabby. She was clipping Gabby.
Yeah, and
it wasn't really about the power though. I would say it was more the defense in that situation, because being a shorter fighter, you're naturally gonna have to take more punches to get in that range. So you really gotta have your defense on point.
And it was difficult
Yeah,
because Fundora is a
Don't
tall
worry, Chiefs, I'm
southpaw.
gonna
So
restart
when I say
when
she
they
had
finish.
nothing for her, I mean she had nothing against what Fundora had to offer. She did the best that she could, but that says more about Fundora than it does LeChucky. Remember, LeChucky was the one that dispatched Marlene Esparza, even though the first fight was very controversial. There was really no doubt in the second one. So for us to get here, this was no walkthrough, and I believe both ladies, performed well, but we got it. Hats off. I wasn't raving for Fundora going into this fight with my heart, but my mind, my boxing mind told me Fundora would be the victor. So certainly no disrespect to LeChucky. I'm a big fan of hers.
Nah, Fundora, again, she turns her shots over. That's why that left was so deadly. You could see the wrist snapping at the end, bro. The first left, the girl thought she got stepped on. And then seconds later, she got knocked out on her face from another left. She made a cartwheel almost. Fundora.
And it was flush. It was a flush left.
Gotta turn your punches.
Fundora is a problem. And I like her face.
She calm. Fundora calm.
Fighter. But it's that mean look she giving you when she's delivering that right hook. You can see how mean she is. And then as soon as she wins, she's like all fucking smiles. It's insane.
Yeah, I wish they keep matching her up. Let's match her up with D+ fighters so we keep getting knockouts.
Whoa.
So we can actually have a superstar.
No, champ, but that's what we saying. This girl wasn't a D+ fighter.
Not at all.
Like this what we
I know, not at all. But I'm saying from this point on, let's do the Westworld marketing and let's get D+ in there.
Champ, what is going on with you? So for the men, you say we in Westworld. Now you want to put the woman in Westworld. Like you sound like a hypocrite. What do you want? Do you want the best fighting the best? Like she's here for fighting the best, and you talking about let's give it a tank matchmaking.
I'm trying to build the women's sport up, bro.
So you admit that Tank's matchmaking builds the sport.
What? Tank knockout build the sport.
We got one.
We got him. We got him. Cut this producer.
I
cut him.
I got your back, Tone. What matchmaking? He fight once a year. What matches?
No, that's this year. That's
been
this
a
year.
Westworld matchmaking.
Yeah, and you
Tank
want
should be
Fundora
ashamed of
there.
himself.
And you want Fundora there. So why
He could
should
be
he be
fighting more
ashamed?
bums.
Why should he be ashamed if that's where you sending Fundora to become a star?
No, because Fundora doesn't have a fan base where they online every day with a candle lit with a Gervonta Tank Davis braid on it, lighting it on a Sunday.
So you saying follow his blueprint so you can get the fan base like Tank has?
No. Tank said he left the Mayweather protection program. 2 years later, he's still in the Mayweather's program. Jess Leonard.
I disagree.
Runs the program.
I disagree. As soon as he left Mayweather, he got the Ryan fight. That's one of the 4 horsemen. After Mayweather, he fought a slick black fighter. Something Mayweather didn't fight till Mosley.
Ness. Who was in that ring?
I mean, they will give him credit for Sean Bay. They will give him credit for Sean Bay Mitchell, DeMarcus Corley, and others. But the thing is,
I was gonna say.
But the thing is, they weren't in their prime. They
Who
weren't
was
in their
in the
prime.
ring?
They weren't in their prime.
Hey, King of Me.
Diego Corrales.
Hey, King of
was
Me. He
Zab
one of them guys. Like,
Zab
if
Judah.
you watch other sports,
Corrales was Hispanic, man. What are you talking about?
I know. I was joking.
No, you
Corrales
don't.
wasn't slick, but Zab Judah, yeah.
Nah, it wasn't slick at all. Zab was mad slick.
Yeah, there was controversy in that fight.
No, man, he destroyed Zab.
Yeah, Zab knocked him down.
Looked good for
Zab
4
knocked
rounds,
him
and then
down.
he got
That's
outboxed.
controversy. Soon as I knock you down and I
Yeah,
don't
it was
get my
one
knockdown.
knockdown. That's 1 point. He
No,
came back and got
he
his
ain't
body.
get it. He ain't get the
Zab
point.
was whooping his ass.
That's the
for
thing.
4 rounds.
He didn't get that.
It's a 12-round fight.
No, exactly. And then he got out.
So yeah, so that 8-4. You got your ass whooped.
No. Everything changed mentally when they robbed me for my knockdown. I was winning.
Hey, blood, no, it didn't.
Yes.
Listen, he got it. He said it before the fight. Zab Judah is a. And why are we arguing this?
Well, let me ask
when
you
we
guys
all
this.
know
If
he a
that
front
knockdown
runner.
Counts,
Goodbye,
if that
bud.
knockdown counts, that makes it 6-6. That'd be a draw.
Exactly.
No, it wasn't.
Although
He
the judges
didn't win
didn't have
that.
it
He
that
didn't
way,
win
though.
no fucking round. Man, Zab Judah won maybe 3 rounds in that
No,
fight. I
he
did a
won
film
4.
study
Troy,
on
he
it.
won
No,
4.
he
He won the
didn't. Zab,
Oh,
he won
you-
the 1 and the 2. He didn't win the 3, and he lost. Man, dog, I did a film study.
Troy did a film study, so no one else's opinion matters. It's over.
Well, because I call out every punch. I'm calling out what they doing. Oh, he throwing a punch. Zab Judah not throwing a punch.
be
Troy
all
just going to his body for the whole fight.
Can Fundora get on a trajectory to challenge the GOAT? I'm not educating me. Is it possible?
Hell no, man. Hell no. Her trajectory is, believe it or not.
What the fuck, man?
Fundora.
What?
Fundora can still make 108.
Wait. Do not fault my man Tone. He's just listening to the
him rock. I know he on some casual shit. I'm trying to let him breathe. I'm letting him rock. I'm letting him rock.
No, he's not on no casual shit. That was the telecast that insinuated that. That was Chris.
Feasible? That shit not feasible. That
What's
shit
his
not.
name?
That shit not
Chris Mannix?
Mr. Sinicia Estrada.
Mannix. That's disrespectful. That man makes more money than her. Don't he?
Who's to say that?
Don't he? Don't he?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean,
he's an NBA reporter, man.
I mean, what's her biggest payday? What's her biggest payday?
I'm not watching their pockets. I'm just talking about credibility. I respect her credibility a little more than his.
As a fighter.
When it comes to boxing, he's Sports Illustrated. He might know more about sports in general. But when it comes to boxing, like I said, I just question. You know what I'm saying?
He's Sports Illustrated for years, and then transitioned to commentating. Does the Zone. Always been a boxing journalist. Breaks news. I don't know, but again, I'm just defending Tone. He's the one that said Fundora has the frame, and he can see her getting all the way up to 154. He never insinuated.
That's fucking ridiculous.
What do you mean?
Ridiculous.
No, it's not. She got to height.
Listen. He said he can see in the next 10 years Fundora fighting for the heavyweight title, just like Clarissa, because he said.
Okay.
He said.
I thought you guys meant fighting Clarissa. I was going to say there's no way there's a timeline for her to make weight to 154.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Again, the casual fan could have heard that and thought he was insinuating they could fight. No, he's saying that she could be something special and become the first girl to go from 108 to heavyweight because her frame would allow it in the next 10 years.
All right, that's plausible. That's semi-plausible. I could see that because especially the older you get, the weight kind of stays on. Every fighter, male or female, a little bit more comfortable fighting a little bit heavier sometimes, unless your metabolism is still kicking. So in a 10-year window, sure, she could pull a Manny Pacquiao and go through several divisions. But I just don't.
Let me get Treese out of here because we got a couple calls.
Real quick.
I know.
Real quick. Let me get this off real quick.
That wasn't your call. I never, rang the bell. I knew we was
wanted,
talking,
real quick,
so I didn't want to
say. For sure. No, I appreciate it. But I just want to say, your man Schofield. I just want to jump to let me just go ahead and skip to Schofield real quick.
So you're gonna take a full call for this?
Not really. I just want to match him up. I want to see my man Schofield in there with Giovanni Cabrera. I think that'd be a good fight for bro. I like that fight for Schofield. He I don't know. He's rumble tumble. He like Troy said, he's not fundamental, bro. He got some shit that he got to work on. But Giovanni Cabrera would be a good fight for him. He's not ready for the Tanks or the Shakurs of the world. But shout out TBV, shout out Toledo, Ohio, man. Y'all be cool.
Hey, shout out to you, man. I like Blair Cobb though, man. I like Blair Cobb for Schofield. I also like Murataya for Schofield. That's kind of like the second tier. I like those guys.
Wait, what the hell is wrong with you? I mean, you so wrapped up in the women's boxing, you lost your mind today. Schofield's in 35, and you want him to fight Blair Cobbs?
Oh shit! No, I'm tripping.
He's 47. Cobbs is.
Yeah, I'm tripping. No. Listen.
And who was the other guy?
No. You want to know what? Yeah, that's my fault. These guys are not in the. But you want to know what? I guess what draw me to that? The attention the father gets. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of like the outspoken personality.
Whoa, you breaking up heavy over there.
But these.
Let me see if it's me. I'm gonna jump back in. We're gonna get back to the callers. Do apologize. We there?
He's back.
Yes, sir.
He's back, baby.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that it was breaking up.
Nah, I was saying I don't know if it's just the personality and the attention that Schofield's father is getting that kind of made me instantly think of the outspoken characters in boxing like Blair Cobb. But absolutely, don't blame women's boxing on that. Blame it on the Super Silver Hayes, man.
Super Silver. Let's see here. We going out to H-Town. What up?
Houston.
I wonder they celebrating Oshaki taking the belt back to H-Town. We got to ask somebody from H-Town. H-Town, what up?
Yeah. What up, man? Yeah, man. It was a good fight with Oshaki and what's his name? The Brazilian cat. Was it Conceicao or whatever? Conceicao. I want to pronounce it correctly, this one. But, it was a good fight, man. But, no, I want to talk about Kid Austin, man. I was riding high on Kid Austin until his last two fights. I don't know if his last two fights something changed in camp or something, but he seems to be regressing instead of progressing. He's getting more wild with his shots. He's too emotional in the ring. He can't handle his emotions, man. When he fights a counterpuncher like Tank or someone that's methodical and is waiting for you to get out your emotions and start swinging like a wild loopy shots, he's gonna get put to sleep, man. He needs to. His dad needs to step aside and just let the trainer do his job. I got a salute on to Jose Benavidez for actually wanting the best for his son and seeing that if his son's not progressing with him anymore, he needs to go somewhere else to progress. So salute to Jose Benavidez, knowing that it's always going to be his son. He's always going to be the dad. If you really want the best for your kid, you need to learn how to let go. And these guys need to learn how to let go, man. Schofield Sr., he wants to be all in the camera like Diddy. He wants to be all in the interviews. He wants to be the star. He's going to get his son knocked out, you know? I don't like it. Like I said, I was big on Kid Austin for a while, and now it seems like he's regressing. He's not ready for Tank. He's not ready for Shakur. I mean, if you just want to get cashed out, I guess so. But if you want to be a legitimate legend in the ring and a champion, he's not ready, man. I don't know. I don't know what else to say, Nez. This is kind of bullcrap. I was hoping he'll be further along. He's not, man. He's just not. What you got to say, King?
You know what I think? No, go ahead, Troy.
When he said King, I thought he was talking to me. Go ahead, King.
No, I was gonna say that I think he was missing some of that H-Town splash, man. Why was Ronnie Shields not more actively involved, in the corner? Maybe I was missing something.
His dad wants to be the star, King. His dad don't let him do his job.
That's my point.
Was dad sitting there screaming like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? It's not real direction."
Being sassy instead of being composed.
That's is all I'm saying. He needs to get. You got to get your ass out the way. You only get 60 seconds. You don't have. What the fuck is you doing? You're supposed to know what he's doing.
Because his dad handles his social media. Those of us who talk, his dad handles everything. So how's that gonna fucking work?
Yeah, everything, bro. I don't know. Like I said, man, the kid needs to he needs to go with stick to the trainer and let his father just be the father. He don't need to be all up in the ring. I'm out, man.
Yeah, that's not happening, unfortunately. You're right.
All right. It's crazy, man. The dads, they get you here, and then they the first one to get the axe, bro.
But it's not a bad thing though, because to Troy's point, I think there's a certain level of, with anything, there's a certain ceiling you hit if you don't have the experience. You know what I'm saying? Financial advisement, like if you never managed a certain amount of money, a $500 nigga can't tell nobody how to manage $100 million. You know what I'm saying? You might give him some general advice, but when it comes to tax tips, you got no skin in the game. You don't have the experience. You never facilitated that amount of money. So there's certain things that I think as a father you would want so better for your child that you would turn them over to trusting hands. Fathers that kind of want to stay at the range just because I don't think that they're doing their son a service, in the long run, especially because you don't give your son that idea that, the smartest one in the room kind of theory. Like, you got to give him some experience to say, yo, son, if in every point in life, there's more room to grow. So even if I can't teach you, you have to go out and find it for yourself,
Galaxy Studios, $2. Troy talking about something he's never been. Blasphemy. Dodge Hyatt, $2. Two-Tone, you listen to Larry June? Shout out TBV. Who the fuck is Larry June?
Absolutely. Larry June. Is it 1991?
It's crazy how niggas will segregate a topic that's divisive. I didn't have to be a champion. I was a boxer. That's it. I could coach boxers.
But you still saying that Sean can't coach, and he was a world champion.
I didn't say he can't coach. I said
that's what
he
you
needs
said.
to. No, that's not what I'm saying.
Yes.
I said Floyd Schofield doesn't need to go to Sean Porter because Sean Porter's not going to teach him any fundamentals.
Because
I keep saying that, but you don't want to hear that. Goodbye.
That's what I'm saying. You saying that a dude that won 2 world titles,
he don't have fundamentals. Now repeat after me.
But you did.
He don't need to learn what Sean Porter
But
doing.
you did. He won 2 world. He won 2 world titles.
I have better fundamentals.
He won 2 world titles.
It don't fucking matter.
A sharp sword cut both ways though, because Roy Jones, Marco's uncle Roy Jones, was one of the greatest fighters in the world, but he wasn't exactly the best teacher. So it works both ways.
To do shit unfundamentally.
Here you go.
He teaching people to do what he did.
Look, now Roy ain't a good teacher either. Lord
no, he
have
don't
mercy.
Listen. He teach everything his dad taught him. I literally said this on here a couple shows ago. I seen a fighter that Robert Garcia fought from Oxnard. He fought a Roy Jones Jr. trained fighter by his daddy. He fought just like Roy Jones, bro.
Get you a world champion, Troy. You need one.
But
your legacy will be complete.
No, see, that's the thing. You build those niggas.
Your legacy will be complete.
They don't just walk in your gym.
Your legacy
will be complete, world champions,
man.
Bro.
Your legacy
you don't know
will
that
be complete.
Shit.
Your legacy will be complete the minute you get that world champion.
No, listen. My legacy is complete because nobody in my family boxed. I was never supposed to do this shit. I just did it. And now look where I'm at.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's what my legacy is.
No, but it ain't
Now,
complete though. It ain't complete.
No.
You
can't tell me about my legacy,
complete.
nigga. I'm not your slave.
It will
I'm
be
not
complete
Slavic.
when you
Fuck
do
out of here, nigga. No,
get
I'm
a world
your
champion.
legacy.
When you do
Nigga.
get a world champion, then your legacy will be complete because it's gonna
Marco,
make
I know
all
you
this
looking
bullshit
crazy. That's where the word
real.
comes from. It's the quadrilateral root. FLAV.
Don't change the subject. We want to talk about your
no,
legacy.
Marco looking crazy.
No, we want to talk about your legacy not being
I'm
complete.
build me a champion.
Yeah, you need one. Because you got to make all
I'm
that
build
shit.
one.
Starting in Border Wars.
Everything you
Yeah,
said.
I'm going to start at Border Wars and show y'all how the
Crazy
difference.
as hell. Quan going to knock your fight out, man. Leonard
That's
Sterling,
fine.
5-pounder.
That's fine. Listen, that Quan is not saying that. And that's not
and just because Sean doesn't fight with high fundamentals in his style doesn't mean he wasn't taught and doesn't know the fundamentals.
No, bro. Marco, you do this shit in a fight. Stop that dumb shit,
You
bro.
triggered him. You triggered him, Marco. You triggered him.
What I mean is telling you, bro. You do these things under the lights. You don't do them in sparring and then not do them in a fight. And then you get hit behind the head. You walking away
Troy,
looking like,
a lot of fighters who are not very good in the pros end up becoming excellent trainers.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
First of all, Derek James wasn't as good as Sean, but somehow he became an excellent trainer. But somehow
there you go.
But
There's
somehow
a lot.
Sean,
Greg Hackett.
but somehow Sean can't be a trainer.
Listen. You think Derek James is a good trainer. Everybody I see him train fight like he fight. That's not a good trainer to me. None of his fighters move their head.
Oh, man.
Who's the best trainer in boxing today?
Troy King. Hamza.
That's all I'm saying. I'm just giving you
best.
what I'm seeing so that when I get a champion, I can know how to train them so they don't get fucking knocked out at the highest level.
Troy the best.
Can you train Keem to beat CYP?
No, I cannot.
Damn.
Why not? Why not?
Get your hand out of my pocket! Because the way it would take a little time because when you got somebody with talent already, which is athleticism, and you give them simple fundamentals, the speed, executing the fundamentals with the athleticism is what makes you like Floyd. You get it now. Floyd has crazy athleticism. But then he has.
So you saying you picking CYP?
Fundamentals.
You saying you picking CYP? Long story short.
No, I'm just saying when you give something. See, that's what you said. I didn't ever say that. I said when you give an athlete supreme fundamentals, he's gonna beat the non-athletic guy the majority of the time.
Who's winning the fight, Troy?
I don't know. They haven't fought.
Oh,
and I haven't seen them train. I gotta see them train. I gotta see. I just don't do that.
You ducking, man. We show.
No, I'm not ducking.
We show hella footage of Keem. You ducking the answer, man. We got.
Why would I judge you now when the fight is in February?
I mean,
he could be doing anything.
It's called breakdown. It's called a breakdown.
No, see, that's what I kept telling y'all about the footage. He not gonna look the same when it's time for a fight under the lights.
Oh man.
He gonna listen, bro. When you fight somebody, you gonna change up. You get in the gym, you tighten up. Would you watching that tape now? He not gonna look like that.
So we can't use that. Okay.
I would not do that. Would be a fallacy, bro. Because the things you think he gonna do, he might not do against CYP. And CYP vice versa. No, that shit he got to keep doing that. That's hard. He working with that. That's real work right there. I like that.
I miss the old one. The one that used to go. That one was funny.
Yeah, you can throw that shit in there.
Leonard Sterling, 5-pounder. Masood, Matchroom boxer. Headline Queensberry event. Beat Queensberry favorite Liam Davis. Back-to-back wins for Matchroom over Queensberry. Elijah Pierce for me next. Damn, shout out to Matchroom. Finally got some wins over Queensberry.
They're talking about Sky Nicholson's win over Raven Chapman and also Shabazz Masood's dazzling performance. Another Southpaw performance. I wish Troy would have seen that shit. It was another battle of Southpaw versus the Orthodox fighter, battle of the jabs, and Masood put on a masterclass, man. It was a great fight. So, shout out to those guys.
Why was Floyd switching? He was switch
That's
hitting.
a
Like,
great
what's going
fucking
on?
question, Tone.
Because that's what these dumbass daddies be teaching,
I didn't
bro.
like
That shit be crazy, bro.
But when Crawford
That
do
shit
it,
be crazy,
when Crawford
bro.
do it, he ain't dumb.
No, because he wasn't doing it.
No, because
He
Crawford.
does it fundamentally correct. Listen, bro. I got 180 likes on a comment of Floyd Schofield switching in range on the bag. And I say that is fundamentally incorrect. And niggas keep liking this shit on the gram. And then I'm like, and then somebody will try to argue it, and I say, listen, I'm sorry. It's a rule. You switch it. Listen, that's why H2O got his ass knocked out. He ducked in, switched, brought the right foot forward, and switched, bang, got hit caught with a hook. They tell you that in boxing. You switch in position, hit the nigga with a hook.
I mean, I didn't like Floyd switching. I didn't think
Floyd Schofield up out of there.
I didn't like Floyd switching. I thought he looked very unstable when he was fighting southpaw. So I kind of agree, but he could work on it and get better.
Like you switch out of range. Or you come out to round as a left-hander like he did with the second round. Like one of the rounds, he came out as the other style. I thought he looked better right-handed.
But to Troy's point, a real coach and a real trainer would tell you, listen, you ain't good enough orthodox. Like, stay the fucking one stance. You ain't good enough to be out here switching until I see you master what you were supposed to and you're in the stance that you came in here with or that we working with.
And the
stop all that
switching
switching shit.
So y'all
And it's
giving
not
him
like
a
the
C?
switching
Y'all
was
agree with
working.
Oscar? Do y'all agree with Oscar? It sounds like y'all shitting on Schofield. I thought he did
Nah, it
great.
wasn't a C+. I don't agree with that.
Well, he said C-.
I don't agree with
Oscar
that.
De La Hoya said that?
Yeah, he said C-.
Well, you gotta take what he say. Hey, you gotta take what he say. He was a gold medalist, a 5-time world champion, and I seen him. He was trained by Emmanuel Stewart, Floyd Mayweather Sr., some Mexican man. Oscar, I don't want to hear no disrespect.
After he moved on from his dad, right?
Yeah, when you say he a C-, the nigga a C-. He done seen it all, bro.
Nah, I give him a B.
Olympian. I don't.
No,
when you get hit behind the ear and you walk away in a fight, there's no point you should turn your back.
No, I'm with you with that. Troy, I'm with you with that.
That's a C- performance.
I'm with you with
because of that.
He almost got wildered for sure.
Listen, bro,
that was.
When I would have seen that, I would have moved the ref out the way, leaped in with a hook, and got him up out of there.
I'll give him a B-
protect yourself at all times.
Got him up out of there, Troy.
Hey, listen, bro, you don't turn your fucking back in there. That's what Floyd did against Gotti.
Troy, unless the back of the head
Gotti
shot,
tried to turn and look at the ref, bang, hit with a hook on the ground.
We don't know. Maybe that back of the head shot threw him out of sorts temporarily. Maybe that's
what I'm saying, though. But if you sparring and you're getting the correct sparring and you have the correct knowledge of a trainer, he gonna say, listen, if you keep ducking that way, the shot gonna hit you behind the head. It's gonna throw off your equilibrium. You're not gonna know where you at. So you gotta, when you dipping down that way, Andre Ward, when he get in the clinch, he put the hand right here against Sullivan Barrera. No, Abika, because Bika is a dirty fighter. He'll put the hand behind the head because he come throwing behind the head. How do you know to do that if Andre Ward or a person not like Andre Ward or with some professional experience and craftiness? You don't know that. You gotta have that hand behind that little head right there.
He ain't dropping signs because he choosing to use Andre Ward, who got taught by a non-boxer. Like, this dude's a fucking hypocrite.
See, that's the thing. Andre Ward,
you a hypocrite.
Virgil never taught him
You a hypocrite. You a hypocrite.
See, that's the thing. You wasn't in there.
You
Virgil never taught Andre Ward.
You a hypocrite, man. Let's move on.
Virgil never taught Andre Ward anything. We got him when he was 13.
We had enough of the Troy hour. We had enough of the Troy hour.
No, this is the boxing voice.
Miami Mark is on you.
What up, fellas? How y'all doing?
We straight.
Good fights last night, man. I mean, the person who stuck out the most to me was Morataya, man. That's how you bounce back from the public criticism that he was getting. You know, he fought Tevin Farmer, and a lot of people were saying, like, he may not have gotten that dub. And then they go ahead and throw him in there with someone who never got stopped, and you get him out of there in the second round. So that's a good performance on his end. The Shockey fight, it was great. It was great. I was nervous for him for a little bit. I felt like in the middle rounds, Conceicao was getting the best of him, but in that 10th round, 10th and on, he just took over. And you can see it like the moment they announced it was a split decision, O'Shaquie was already on edge, like he wasn't gonna get the nod. When it comes up to Kid Austin, I kind of felt like, you know, he fought well for the most part. You've seen the intangibles and why he's special, but I just felt like, I don't know if it's because he was the main event in Vegas and they were starting to begin to pump him up as this guy. I kind of begun to see like the jitters come out, and probably even in his pops too. Like his pops screaming at him. Like I get it. When he turned his back, I get it. Let him have it. But then from that point on, he just kept yelling at him, versus just, you know, speaking to him, normally tell him, hey, this is where you're messing up at. This is where you need to go ahead and
I got
adjust.
a question for you, sir. I got a question for you. What is he supposed to tell him and he never did what he did?
No, I'm not saying what he told him was wrong. I'm saying in the manner.
No. That's what I'm asking. Instead of screaming, what was he supposed to say?
Hey, are you here? What's going on? What you doing? Why are you turning around? You hear me? You good? Like you
How
want
would he know to ask that if he never did what his son is doing?
Well, because
it's obvious.
You've been around the sport. You've been
It's
around
not
the
if
sport.
you never did it.
Man,
you've been around the sport.
Troy
like, think
is
about
terrible, man.
Look, Troy, check me out. Troy, look, right?
Yo, stop.
A mechanic gonna say it's obvious.
Stop stealing motherfuckers' calls. Stop stealing
You just
people's
said this,
calls.
Check me out, Troy. Check me out, right? So look, that's his son. So he's in there training with him. He's in there doing his fight. He's there doing the weight cuts. Shit, he's there after he trains. When he go back home, like he's there all the time. Like that's his dad. And plus, in a fight, it's already chaotic. Music playing. You got a ring card girl walking throughout the ring.
Means nothing.
You know what I'm saying? You only got so much time.
I do know what you're saying. I fought before. That shit don't mean nothing.
I feel you. But again, this kind of was his coming out party. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't promoted like to the extent of other fighters. But have you noticed now in the boxing media, now they're linking him to Tank. They're linking him to Shakur. Like that was his moment. But as of now it's like, who would you rather see fight next? Would you rather see Schofield and Shakur or Murataya and Shakur? Which one would you rather see?
Murataya and Shakur.
Yeah,
It don't even matter.
See, but if you look based off the three people that said something, two said Murataya and you said Schofield. I have a great chance. I have a great idea that the reason why they're saying Murataya, based off the performance that they seen last night, they both fought on the same night. You know what I mean? So again, I just don't think he performed to the expectations that they wanted to. This was supposed to be the performance that catapulted him into the conversation with the Shakurs and the Tanks. That's the reason why Tank and Shakur were addressing him live during his fight, not the day after, not live during the fight. They're tuned in. They're tuned in because he was on their radar. Now, based off that performance, we don't know where he stands on their radar now. That's the thing, and I feel like that's the reason why.
We know where he stands because Tank, only laughed at his performances. He
Basuda.
One of his tweets, what is it here? Let me look for it. That shit was funny. He was like, yo, I tuned in. He said, I'm getting a bite to eat, and I'm hearing Kid Austin, you getting your ass kicked, bruh. Tell me it ain't so. Hit me back up ASAP. Clear this shit up. Nah, Tank a comedian. He left that shit up, too.
Yeah, man, but that's my call, man. Y'all keep it up. Join the show.
Nah, no worries, bro. I gave you extra time. I know Troy is a stealer of time.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. Kid Austin, if we really want to look at it head to head, with a level of Murataya, I believe this was an opportunity, and he kind of shit the bed. You know what I'm saying? He shit the bed.
I don't know. What exactly did he do?
He showed, I'm going to tell you exactly what he did. He showed that if it got to a rough fight, a rough patch against...
He gonna bitch up. Yeah, just
and I was getting ready to say, you have no organization in your corner. Like we've been saying this for like a couple of fights.
What are you basing this off exactly?
What do we base it on last night?
What exactly though? Like for him to be labeled, he's gonna bitch up.
Well, no, again, that's Troy. I'm talking about if he got to a tough fight and he had to be given some pointers, some strategy. People made the same criticism of Devin, right? In the Ryan fight, like, yo, you have to be able to get strategy, tips, tactics from your corner. Somebody has to be a calming voice. It can't just be emotion and hope. So, you know, when you're in there, maybe against, you know, even a fighter like Shakur, who people say he wasn't listening. Yeah, he was listening because he know what he's doing. He got the will. So if it came head to head, they couldn't tell him how to control the distance against Shakur. And you know what I mean? Dude, stop following him around. Well, that's the only thing I can hear his father yelling. He's not going to be telling him anything different. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. I think is the difference in getting to that top level. You know what I mean?
And that's what makes you bitch up, by not knowing something.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that.
What we found out yesterday was when Floyd Schofield gets in trouble, he's going to get up. He into adversity, the man got up. He was in a tough situation, in a pressure-wise situation. He is going to get up. But in a vacuum, the moment was entirely too big for him. He was not ready to be a main event yet. He's still a undercard, possible prelim fighter.
Yeah, you dudes are terrible, man.
Nah, I think we are being fair.
I don't.
Skills say that.
I don't think you guys are being fair. I think that for his first main event in Las Vegas, he gave you action. He showed vulnerability. He showed power. He suffered adversity. Came out on top. Like, what more do you want? Like he was never in jeopardy.
I want him to do everything you saying.
He was
with
never
better technique.
He was never in jeopardy of losing the fight. Rene, at best, being generous, won what? 2, maybe 3 rounds? Like, who really scored more?
He got hurt 3 times, but that just shows you, based off the woofing that him and his father did on their media tour, you're not at a Gervonta or a Shakur Stevenson level.
No,
Schofield, right?
I'm saying Rene won maybe 3 rounds. Like, what are you talking about? Woofing? Like, he still outclassed Rene. He got dropped. It happens. It adds to the vulnerability. Maybe now Tank and Calvin think they can do what they can do. Or maybe Shakur can offer him an offer now.
Why do we judge Floyd Schofield so hard, though? Because I feel like not us, but in the community.
Y'all not understanding what Troy is saying. When you're a vocal father and your father talks hella shit, yes, you're going to be put on a higher standard.
That's true.
Newsflash.
He's literally saying he's the nicest nigga out here.
Newsflash. Devin Haney in a vacuum himself is a quiet dude with swag that dresses amazing. Bill Haney gets all the hate. When Devin was getting whooped pillar to post by Ryan Garcia, the fans saw Bill Haney.
Devin wouldn't be known. Devin wouldn't be known if it wasn't for the mouthpiece of Bill, and neither would Schofield.
Exactly. And they wouldn't be getting the same amount of money, and we wouldn't be talking about him right now.
Heavy is the head. Heavy is the head.
I'm gonna tell you this off rip. I'm gonna just say it off rip. If that's your goal, then you're gonna get what the other boxers get and get yourself hurt. You're gonna eventually make your money. Boxers take longer to make their bigger paydays. Stay undefeated, keep being classy, improve your skill. But trying to expedite yourself to the bread could put a halt on your bread.
Well, do you think that the dude he fought last night was a jump he took too early? No.
It was fine. The level of competition I think was fine. And again, the opportunity, he's in Vegas. You know, he's got a headline against a, durable opponent. All that is fine. But I'm asking you guys this, when we talk about the levels, is he even on the level of a Keyshawn? And my answer is no.
He wasn't on the level in the amateurs as a Keyshawn, was he?
And so he definitely don't. And this is why he's getting the scrutiny. To answer your question, Marco, that's why if you're not even on the level of a Keyshawn, possibly not on the level of the Murataya, who you went head to head with last night on Top Rank on a relatively quiet card, it's your dad getting you into scenarios where you're chirping about Tank getting dropped by the Russians and Shakur hurt you to the body and my son almost had to wear a diaper and all this whole crazy shit. Your father's bringing all this attention because I would have never heard you say it. He said that.
Floyd did say himself, one Twitter soon, he talked too much, he's soft. Like, he's been saying that himself. Which I don't blame him. He's trying to get a fight.
Well, so there's where you get the scrutiny, because then those guys have to say, yo, is this guy worth fighting? And let's talk about the vulnerability. Sure. If this is the vulnerability, maybe Tank, because Tank got brothers on a STEMI package. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Tank had 3 brothers in a row. Go ahead and feed him Schofield. You know what I'm saying? He didn't help more brothers get, clemency than anybody else. Go ahead and do it for him, Or maybe
Let's do it this way. Does De Los Santos beat Schofield?
Yes.
I think it's a great fight.
I would give De Los Santos a 55 to 45 chance, but with Ronnie Shields, it's a harder fight, because this is what I'm saying. Schofield is very athletic. So when you put that with fundamentals, he has a good, it's kind of like Tio. Tio is not fundamentally sound. He's very crazy athletic, though. Fast twitch.
I want to match him up versus other guys, so you got to make it quick, because it's kind of yes or no. So we got match him up versus other guys, because
De Los Santos, I would give De Los Santos the edge, because he's fought Shakur, and he doesn't.
He's more
have
poised.
Shakur doesn't have the defense. Schofield doesn't have the defense and range that Shakur has. That's what I'm gonna say.
All right, but keep in mind, you're saying 45-55, which means Schofield's on that level. So next guy, does Schofield beat former champion Joe Cordina?
Yeah, he's too strong for him.
Yeah, Cordina a little too thin.
Okay, so we are saying that Schofield belongs in the ring with Shakur, because Shakur
No,
was
that's Chinese math. That fight never even happened, and Cordina's never fought at 35.
Let me finish talking. We were okay with Cordina fighting 3-division champ Shakur Stevenson.
We understood it as a business move on a Riyadh season. That's what we understood it as. Nothing to do with levels. Nothing to do with levels. Nothing to do with levels.
Moving on. Who y'all picking? Lucas Body?
This motherfucker. I'm picking Lucas Body since you want to do this bullshit.
Okay, cool.
I'm on Lucas Body.
Okay, cool.
Who's
or
Lucas
Schofield?
Body?
Because he's more technically sound.
Okay.
That's why.
The same guy that was getting beat up for 6 rounds. He's technically sound.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. You see how
he was losing to the more athletic fighter, and then he pulled a technical move and won. So I see him doing the same thing against the same athletic style fighter.
It's
yes.
all right.
So now let's give me another opponent.
It's okay. We got on camera your pause there once I reminded you that Lucas Body was losing 6 straight rounds. It's okay.
Get no pause, man. That's the internet, Jack. Get out of here.
Next one.
Hold on. Was it a 6-round fight or was it a 12-round fight?
What?
Was it a 6-round fight or was it a 12-round fight?
Google it. I don't know. I don't remember how many rounds it was.
Yes. Floyd ain't technically sound as H2O.
So you picking H2O?
He's not technically sound, nigga. Is you drunk?
H2O.
And that's why I'm picking Lucas Body.
He's not technically sound.
Who you picking, Tom? Who you picking, Tom? Y'all taking too long. This is supposed to be quick. Who you picking? Lucas Body.
I got right now, I got H2O and Lucas Body beating Floyd Schofield.
All right. My next one is my good friend Yoshino.
I got
you just making names up right now?
Nah, Schofield beats him.
Listen to the casual on the panel. Are you making up
who
names?
the fuck Lucas Body is, and I don't know who the fuck Shoshino. This sounds like some kind of a weird cop show. Shoshino and Body.
Shoshino is the one that introduced Stevenson to the 35-pound division, homies.
Okay.
Yeah, I was actually at that fight at the Prudential Center.
I didn't see him.
He good enough for Shakur. Can Floyd beat him?
I give a Schofield that. I'm not going to be disrespectful.
All right, so he belongs, my dudes. Like that is the
he
bottom.
Belongs what in the discussion?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's see him get past some of these guys on that level then. And first starting with Keyshawn. Let's put him in the ring with Keyshawn.
Again, it's not fair to Keyshawn. We already talked about this before you jumped on. Keyshawn has 11 fights and is fighting Gustavo Limon and has already fought a former world champ. Keyshawn and Murataya are closer, but Murataya is actually behind Keyshawn.
Exactly.
Because again, Keyshawn has 11 fights. He's on a faster trajectory.
So how does Schofield belong in a discussion with a Shakur in the tank if he doesn't even fit in the fucking grocery store
I didn't say
with
that.
Keyshawn Davis?
No, you misunderstood what I said.
It's a fact.
I said it's unfair for Keyshawn to fight
Life is
Floyd.
unfair.
I know it's disrespectful to compare Schofield to Keyshawn on any level.
No, because Keyshawn is in this Gustavo fight, so he's already at title contention.
Because Schofield ain't on his fucking level.
No, because Schofield is the number 2, which technically means you're not in title contention.
Christ, man. Get this guy a bar exam, yo. We need this motherfucker.
He's not on the level.
You still
listen. Word salad.
No.
Nestor Gibbs Esquire, yo.
Floyd Schofield.
He's a lawyer.
Listen, Floyd Schofield.
No, I'm gonna bust his face. He in position because he fought a certain amount of fights to be considered in that ranking. But it's skillfully, is he on that level? Absolutely not.
That's all I'm saying.
But again,
let me ask the panel:
he's still
is this
not
Keyshawn's test to know if he's been moved along too fast or not?
Hell yeah.
No, I think he's already passed the test.
No. He's saying the Lemons fight, is that the test to know whether or not he's being moved too fast?
No, and that's what I'm saying. No, I think Keyshawn has already passed test.
No. Y'all not listening. This is the most live guy he's fighting. What are y'all talking about? You can't fucking count Pedraza. Like, Pedraza's a good win as a former world champion.
I'm counting, I hear Albright, and I'm counting Madueño. Those were solid wins.
Yeah, but those weren't like the test of Limons, are they?
No, Limos. This is a fight to make him a contender, title contender. Period. But I'm saying
that's
I
the
don't
point,
think,
my dude. He got 11 fights today. He's asking you, is Limons the fight to tell us if they're moving him too fast? And the answer is yes, because if he loses to Limons, he ain't going nowhere.
But I don't agree with that. I think he's already here. And after this, they got nothing else to do with him except give him a title fight, which is the reason why Shakur ain't on Matchroom. Shakur ain't on Top Rank.
I just think we're saying the same thing, my dude. You got 11 fights, and if you can beat Limons, we getting you a title shot. But if you not, me and Tone know they moved him too fast because he only had 11 fights. Like, what are you talking about?
But I don't agree that if he loses, that he's been moved too fast. That's what I'm saying. I would disagree.
No, if he loses, he been moved too fast.
What the fuck?
He ain't supposed to lose. And it's about how he look when he wins.
Yo,
okay, so look.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
I hate when I agree with Troy.
Listen, because it's just, I'm not on here to be just, you got to keep it 100. When you're moving up, if you don't have a title and you lose, trying to move to get a title, you need to take a step back, improve some things so that you can be ready for a title. Say he gets a draw. You still not ready. He stop him at under 6, he's ready. He stop him at under 8, he's ready. If it go 10 and you look shaky, you need some more work. Do y'all understand that? I'm not you, I mean, just the casual, because how you look in a fight would tell you how you're gonna perform against other niggas, because it is levels. Period.
No, that's a fact.
All I'm saying. So it's like certain niggas you put them in there with due to their style. Now, when you get in there with Keisha, this is what they doing with these fighters. They put him in there against a certain type of style that's tough. Then he win. Now they say, all right, we're gonna put him in there with one of these squirmy Chuhak Zion types, or one of these black guys who's squirmy. And now if he can't, kind of like how Boots was looking, and then Boots didn't look good. So now you got to go back and get that back and look good against that. So we see if you're ready for the guys you say you're ready for, because the guys that you say you're ready for would stop a Chuhak Zion. Do you see what I'm saying? You just can't win if they talking shit about you like you that nice. You got to stop them. If you don't stop them, you're not ready.
Yo, breaking fucking news. This is real. This is from the Zone themselves. This is such a beautiful thing. We just need Top Rank in 2025 to do the same. And it sounds like they want to do a deal where they stay on ESPN, but they also get their fight streamed on DAZN. They haven't come out and said DAZN, but they made it clear they're working on Top Rank being on several different networks. That being said, DAZN Boxing just announced from their verified Twitter, right? Let me double make sure it's the verified one. So this is Real Deal Holyfield. Queensberry is coming to DAZN starting April 2025. DAZN will become the global broadcast partner of Queensberry. So that's another one of the big promoters coming to DAZN, the home of boxing. We just need Top Rank and PBC now. I mean, we literally got Salida, we got Red Owl, we got OTX, we got CES, we got Marv Nation. I don't know if I'm missing some, but that's a lot of promoters. They got 2 out of the big 3 in Matchroom and Golden Boy. Now they got in one of the big 2. Matchroom was UK and made a play in America. Queensberry really hasn't made that play in America, so they're considered the other big promoter in the UK with Matchroom, and now they're on there too. Man, this is a great thing. I just hope the subscription doesn't go up, obviously, but fucking hell, that's dope, man. I'm happy. I am.
I do question though if in the UK if that means that Queensberry is no longer going to be broadcast on TNT Sports.
I don't know, man, but that's on the UK. We've been not getting it our way like Burger King. It's their turn. They pay less for DAZN than me anyway, so they should be okay with this. Boxer, please, Heavenly Boxing Gods up there. We need Boxer to get off Peacock. We need Top Rank, and we need PBC on DAZN. Even if that means they're still on Prime, but if you got DAZN, you can watch them, and it's not an extra fee. They're still on ESPN, but if you got DAZN, you can watch them, and it's part of your subscription. But we're a step closer. We're a step closer. That's a lot of promoters, and I know I'm missing some, man. There's some other guys that have been getting opportunities on DAZN. I will say they need to start writing in these contracts with these promoters that the signal has to meet a standard of DAZN. The Rashidi Ellis fight on CES boxing on DAZN, it was, Troy's camera and lighting is better than what Rashidi had. It's not fair that you could not see Rashidi in his fight.
He black as shit too.
It was you can tell they never were set up. They don't have the very expensive above the ring cage with all the lights. It's obvious. That shit was so dark and disgusting. It's ridiculous that I'm going to get Alex Rivera on this show, Alex. You have to tell me why you chose to sign to CES and not to ProBox. And I get it. CES, they do these co-promotions. They've had Jermaine all his life, and they co-promoted him with bigger promotions like Top Rank. Now they co-promoting him with Box Lab. But that's as much as they can do, is get you to that other level while still being attached to you. And I guess ProBox does the same. Angelo Leo, they put him on, and now they got a co-promotion with Top Rank. So I guess you pick your poison, but I know that Rashidi would have been able to be seen on the telecast and production of ProBox versus playing hide and seek in the dark of whatever that was. It made the show look even worse. We already knew it was a club show, but it made it look even worse because the camera was so bad.
You don't think they was trying to do something special for Halloween, like a Halloween special?
I hope you're right, because
show?
For Rashidi's sake, it would be better that a press release went out and say that CES was just in the Halloween spirit versus having the worst boxing on DAZN that I've ever seen. I've never seen something like that. Never. Son of Michael, on you.
Gotta unmute, champ.
Michael.
Gotta unmute, baby. Take your time with it. Just look for the mute button. It's at the bottom.
Boxiana.
You done. Knockout. That's a 10 seconds. Take
Good
it when you
morning.
get 10 seconds.
We're all about to be called bald, except Troy. People, get ready.
Well, I'm just saying, I listen, y'all need to get used to me greeting y'all like that. That's just what it's gonna be. Until y'all get some hair, it's the balding voice. That's all that's it.
It's not that
I'm
easy,
letting my
man.
shit grow on
What?
purpose because I already could get it braided.
We
You
can't go to the
hating on
bodega
me.
and get some.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. You're taking it too far. Nothing up there can be grabbed.
You breaking
It's
up.
just up there. I told you that's the same.
Okay, we hear you.
She already
That's
out of
the Christy
bounds. A man's hair
Ube
ain't never
hairdo.
supposed to be grabbed. We not women.
Me and Tone going over to
But I
Turkey. We
didn't
coming
call
back like
y'all to
LeBron
talk
and
about your
Jadakiss with
balding
hairlines.
head.
Facts.
Why not me?
I didn't call y'all to
We
talk
ain't think you
about your
wanted
balding
to go,
heads.
Mark.
I called y'all to talk about Kid Austin and his daddy. Um, I know everybody is like, give him a chance. I agree. He shouldn't. I think he should be considered with some of these guys that he's calling out. Like, everybody should have faith in himself. Call out the names like Shakur and Tank Davidson. And I'm not a big, huge Shakur fan. Um, these guys dog walk him in a manner that he may not be able to come back from mentally because his dad does a lot of the talking. And I hate to say this, but Granny Skull is who y'all think Bill Haney is. And huh? Oh, may a ago. But yeah, Granny Skull is who y'all think Bill Haney is. And y'all gonna allow him to get to the point where he's going to end up in a place where people don't like him because of the things that his father continues to say. He had the opportunity to speak for himself last night when they asked about Shakur, and he was like, yeah, I would like to fight him next. And then his dad leaned in and was like, I mean, he would fight him soon. His dad leaned in and was like, we want to fight him next. No, that's not what this kid says. And he needs to allow him the opportunity to speak for himself, which he doesn't. And it's making Kid unlikable because of his father. But I think he got some stuff that he needs to work on, and until he works on those things, he cannot be considered in the mentions of Tank and Shakur and these people. Like it's not, even if he's gone now, but if he was still in the division, I don't think he match up to Frank all that well. But that's me. I'm not big on him, and he has too many things to work on for them to be talking the way they talk. So I don't wish any negative on him. I need him to leave his daddy at home because he's not able to do anything because of his dad. He's gonna need a new trainer. He was like talking crazy to him in the corner, like he wasn't giving him the direction. So Kid was forced to go in there and make some adjustments and make the decisions that he made on his own without his trainer's help. So that's my time, the balding voice. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see y'all next week.
All right, all
Hey,
right.
listen, listen, hold on.
What's she look like?
Well, hold on. Ain't nothing wrong with ladies being a part of the balding
Y'all
voice either, and I'll
always
leave it at that.
I know
I
she
got a
might have a
head
couple
full of hair,
patches.
and I always had a head full of hair, sir. And everybody keep asking what I look like. I don't have a social media. My social media is Queens of the Ring Boxing. You can find what you want to find there, but I don't post shit because guys are weird. So yeah,
She's
you
she
can.
got her
Oh
own
well, y'all
boxing
can't see
show.
me from Discord.
She got her own boxing show on YouTube. It's
About
called
to go
Queens
on
of the
there.
Yeah,
Ring. Check her out.
yeah.
Check
It's
her out.
See what you.
Subscribe, show some support. Thank you, Boxiana. Let me get to this King counter here from Curry G. Don't forget to subscribe to her YouTube channel. Carrie G, what up?
Yo.
Yo.
I don't know. I think we kind of still being a little bit too hard on Schofield for the fact that the dude is only like 22. You know what I'm saying? Like he's moving along. I think his situation looks similar to Daniel Dubois. Like I think they kind of like mirror each other. It's like you got two like really athletic guys have some type of power, but like we harp on the coordination. And then they were both like are trying to be like moved up a bit faster. Now I know like he used to complain about some side steps he had, Schofield had previously. But then what happened with Daniel Dubois? People were like, that dude's a clown, a joke. And then we saw the run that he went on when he got some more experience. He got some different looks from some trainers and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure his dad works with other like British trainers over there of merit and like brings them in and stuff. So I think he suffers and he has success and failings from his like father son like coaching situation. You know, like it while people say like they hate his dad, that's good for him too, because like, you know, his dad is keeping him in the limelight with this. He's keeping him like polarizing, because Schofield's not a polarizing dude himself like that. And then it's gonna come with the harps of like it's really easy to clown his dad because of his stature or his voice or some of the boisterous things he kind of says. So it's understandable, but I think that's gonna work for him. But these dudes should definitely be humble enough to have just multiple looks of trainers in there. So like that's like a point of merit that he's shown. But like comparatively, like he's gone through more adversity, you could say, in his come up a lot too. Like even when you call it a sidestep from like the previous fights, he's been put into like very, very tough situations that we've seen our like lauded like unified champions in the fights they're supposed to do what they do that they don't. You know what I'm saying? Like we've seen Shakur have some like, wait, is this a performance we expect from the 3 division, unified champion and some of them or whatever? Like same thing like that. It's like, really not too many people who are at those top deals against the guys we expect a consistent result from, aside from like Tank, really, like, and then now like Mortalia might be on a run to give some consistent results. I feel like on that, obviously, like, you misjudge like the opponents. We say C level, B level, but it's like if you're supposed to do something to a guy and like give a certain performance and you consistently do it until you fight that, unify or fight a big name like that, like that's when you prove that like the separation and the hype was true. But I think he might be in his Daniel Dubois phase of his career, and like he's gone through adversity, he's gone through tough situations with like cuts and damage, people making fights rough and stuff, things that we see the guys who we laud a lot have failings in. So what happened when those two young guys meet up with each other? Was that the second one too?
Nah, that's the first.
All right, and that's what I'm saying, like when these guys that we want to see who are at like the top of 135, when they start getting matched up with each other, like a lot of them have had some very comfortable matchmaking, but like Schofield probably won't be too shy about being in an uncomfortable situation with these guys. And if they're not presenting like the power that the guy he fought yesterday was like, he kept like tricking him on the inside. Like he make Schofield think they about to tie up and then he'd free that hand and come up with an uppercut. And he was doing that seamlessly and like really landed him. Like that's like an uncomfortable situation and like we saw him fight through that. And we see a lot of these other guys like, make us think that they need more sidesteps. So I'm saying he's been going through some fire, and I feel like this might make him more comfortable when he finally does get one of these names. He's made himself look even more beatable now, so it's probably more likely to happen, unfortunately. But I think he's going to be okay. He just needs to focus more. He's got clear athletic talents. Like Troy said, it's like work on fundamentals with athleticism. He should be able to beat all these other guys. That's what I call.
All
Damn.
right.
Shout out to
Appreciate you.
Kerry G.
Appreciate you.
Troy look like he's fighting with somebody. You good, Troy?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, at least he's
Do
about to
you
swing.
see me swinging or no?
You look like you're about to. You're one step away.
No, bro. It always looks like this with Leos because niggas need to understand order.
Got you. Okay.
Children need to understand. They living for free and you don't just sleep all day.
Oh, you got a son over there. He better be a world champion.
Yeah, that's what he means by children.
He better be a world champion. That's all I fucking care about. Acting like you build champions. You better build him up. Ain't letting you get that off.
Yeah, because you niggas think they just can play football, get PlayStations. No, nigga, chores. They need to be done. Nigga,
I love chores.
It sounds
though.
like his son has
I
a little
love
bit of
chores.
Troy in him as well.
no, he ain't got no shit in me, nigga. I was the oldest. I held my mama down. What the fuck you talking about, nigga?
Whoa.
I held my mom down. When she left for 16 hours, cooked, clean, my brothers was intact, nigga. And I was in the street still. So yeah, no, we don't. And I got straight A's. Yeah, so that's why I talk this shit. Because my mom was from Alabama, bro. She'll fuck you up. She was in nigga. She'll fuck you up. I don't play with no kids.
You don't.
Yeah, Marco, you know what I mean?
careful.
I got a son in here who would get out here and think he don't have no fucking discipline, whether it's boxing, football. The police gonna blow his fucking brains out.
You may feel like it's your
Now
turn.
what?
All right.
Yeah, like
All
I'm
right.
not about to play like that, nigga. Y'all can play.
Let me move on. I got Ace Cannons, $10. Fellas, what? Hold up. $10. Fellas, what's up? Happy belated, Marco. Ness, I definitely thought I lost service. Laugh out loud 3 times. You was knocked out. Y'all got me in tears today. Bro. They don't know. I don't know either. I passed out, bro. I don't fucking know. I just
like
know.
Face down, or were you like one of these?
No.
In
the chair. I just hope I had the thumbnail up. I'm not going to find it. It is what it is. You know, we all do it. Eventually.
Working hard out here, man. What you expect?
I hope I had the thumbnail up, meaning I was not on camera, my man.
You don't want to see it? It's embarrassing. You should go back and see it.
Hell no. What the freak for?
So we can make a meme.
Yeah, let whoever freaking has the patience to
make them work for it.
Yeah, right? Like, I don't care. I mean, you know. But shout out to Ace. He was rocking out. He said he thought he lost service. He's in tears. That's hilarious. I'm in tears because that means, how long was it really?
Yeah, how long? I wonder how long it was.
Galaxy Studios, $2. Troy, what the hell? You why do you always not just talk English? Kerry G with the counterpunch we got to. Ike, $2. 2-pounder, excuse me. Ness, Queensberry to the zone, 2025. Yes, we announced it. Amazing news. The Axiom, $2 on that champ level. Floyd versus Artem or Claggett next. I like the Claggett fight. That's a good fight. But it's going to be a bad look because Claggett has a lot of losses on his resume, right? So it just looks bad in terms of...
I think he's just coming off a win now. No, for real.
Lake County, $2. Troy, cut your cam off if you're going to be barking at people.
Nigga, the sound ain't on. Why does it matter?
Because people watching don't know what they watching because you on camera.
They don't need, and listen, it's the same when you watch a professional boxing. Niggas be thinking they know what they watching, and I gotta come in here doing the same directing. You don't know how to get down, deliver to the body, hit the kidneys. It's the same shit.
$2, Lake County. Troy arguing with his landlord about fundamentals.
I don't argue with landlords. I am the landlord.
Galaxy Studios, $2 at Lake. Blood. Why? Laugh out loud emoji. Troy talk fundamentals 2 in his dreams. Laugh out loud. Finally said something funny, Galaxy Studios. Jonathan Sims.
Yo, can you hear?
Jonathan.
Yo.
Can you hear?
We do.
My man.
All
right. Shout out to the boxing boys. The greatest platform on earth. And we're so lucky to have gentlemen like all of you guys. It's a blessing and for your platform. So today we coming out of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 15. Make sure that nobody pays back wrong for wrong, but always strive to do what's good for each other and for everyone else. And I think like turning the other cheek. And one example I like to use is loaning out money. Don't loan out money you can't afford to lose. And you find out a man's character when you loan money out, but don't down them once you find out who they are. Just move accordingly. So that's my advice for today from that. It's been a lot of good boxing talk. Troy, I give you an A. The only reason why I don't give you an A plus is because Ness got you with the fighters who fought before trainers. And I get what you're saying with the Sean Porter, but the thing that reason why I side with Ness is because it's like, even though Sean was taught by someone who hasn't fought, Sean understands boxing. Even though he don't have fundamentals, he knows fundamentals. And that doesn't mean he can't teach fundamentals, even though that wasn't his style. We don't know because Sean is not a trainer, but if having boxing background qualifies you, then Sean Porter may not be a fundamentally sound fighter, but that don't mean he can't teach it because he's been around it. He may not can do it, but he's seen other fighters. He knows what right looks like. So that's why I side with Ness with that. But other than that, you dropping dimes, bro. A lot of them, and you're very knowledgeable. But shout out to TBX. When you arrive, you don't have to get there. And Troy, you mentioned about Floyd Schofield's dad, and I agree with you. I think that when you're a father who's a trainer, just one thing I love about boxing is probably the only sport that is very symbolic to life. Like everything about boxing can be translated to life. And I don't know if every sport can do that like boxing can. And you know that one of the biggest things in boxing, especially in that ring, is being able to pivot. And I'm just not sure Floyd Sr. is at the level where he can pivot and continue Floyd Jr. to ascend in his boxing career. So I agree with Troy that Floyd Sr. may need to become second in command and let somebody who's been there and done that take his son from here and go forward. Whoever gave that Jose Benavidez example, that's basically what I'm saying. And Ness, I know your thing is the father gets you so far. Why are you turning your back on the father? It's not necessarily turning your back on your father, but boxing is a team sport. And if one man is doing everything, how is he doing anything great? If you're the marketing, if you're the trainer, if you're the contract negotiator, if you're the matchmaker, it's a lot on your shoulders. Let me burn. I'll send you my counter punches. You got me? You heard me?
Yep.
You heard me?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So I just think that, and listen, man, when this thing in boxing, we say that you could lose your life. So pride and ego should be the last thing that gets in the way when it comes to your fighter and his health and his progression. And if you're in the way of that, that's very, very selfish. Sometimes you have to take a step back because I know that if I'm training my son and we get to a level where Bomac can get involved, I don't care how great of a job I've been doing. Bomac is stepping in because he's been there, he's done that. And I value experience plus success. So I just think that Floyd Sr. should definitely listen to some of the things Troy is saying because they're applicable. And that's okay. Like, don't let your pride come before your fall. So yeah, I'm with Troy. And Troy, let me ask you something. Do you think these fighter trainers are really good at analyzing the fight during the 3 minutes and then articulating it during the 1 minute? Because I just
He's a
feel
little
like
predisposed.
during
He's
that
a
1
little predisposed right now.
How? What'd you say, Marco?
Troy's predisposed right now. He's having a little issue, so I don't think he's gonna answer you.
Okay. Well, Marco, I know you've been in this too. Do you like what I'm seeing is it looks like these trainers aren't really strategizing how to execute that minute. And what I mean by that, what made Bill Belichick such a great coach, and that's, I know you don't watch football, but he taught coaching the New England Patriot with Tom Brady. And he was very meticulous, like what side of the field they wanted to be on, because if they throwing the ball, it's easier for the defense to catch an interception because the ball is carrying the wind on this side of the end of the end zone type stuff. And it just seems like there's no situational structure during that 1 minute where it's like if you get knocked down, when you come back the first 30 seconds, we not saying nothing to you, just water, catch your breath, get your thoughts versus do this, do that, do this, do that. You're not doing this. You like, how can a human being brain internalize all that information in a minute? So it just feels like they're not strategizing in situations on how to handle that 1 minute break period. and I think it's hurting the
Excuse
fighters
me,
because
sir.
they just
If you never fought and you never had a 1 minute break period, how are you supposed to know what to do in the 1 minute break period?
only thing I can
Just
think of,
not
brother, is
having the stool
situational during
in
the,
position
during sparring.
shows you that the corner doesn't know what they're doing because the second man puts the stool in. The coach climbs through the ropes. The man who works the cuts puts the stool in the ring. That's the rule. The cut
Yeah, no, I'm
man
with you
who
there.
ties the gloves is the controller of the stool so that you don't have to. That's my point. Those things are the fundamental things you learn in the Amis.
But it's not your time.
I'll go again, Ness. I got you. I'm on number 2. And I mean, yeah, and then also practice, right? Like I said, situationals during the sparring. I'm like you, Troy. You fight how you practice. Going back and look at even some of the training with his dad, you can see the bad habits translate into the ring. I do think he's very athletic, but the boxing skill, he has a little ways to go, and that's okay. That's no one's asking him to be Floyd or Bud right now. But it's a gift and a curse of what his dad is doing. It's marketing him, but then it also has to show in the ring. So I get it. But Troy, you do have to admit that you could practice those situations in the gym. That's what the gym is for.
Why would I have to admit that when that is what actually what I'm talking about? But how do you practice that if your dad never did it? So how would you watch the tape and say, "Oh, you're not doing this, so we need to practice these situations"? Now, let me not just having an IQ on knowing how to do it. Now, having the body mechanics to do it the right way, so you're not in a position to get your pack busted. Do you
I
get
agree,
that?
and
What
that
I'm
comes
saying
with the
as a
experience.
coach.
That comes with the experience, and that's why I agree with you.
Like
Probably
you don't
didn't
just
hear me
tie
that.
gloves up any way you want to. It's a certain way you tie a man's gloves up. So then it's a certain way you shed a man. He never did that.
And they're clearly not practicing all those things. And that's why I said I agree with you when you said that he should probably let Ronnie Shields take over and he can be second in command. I'm not opposed to that. Like for me, like during that minute break, I would have a notepad and I would keep it very, very simple. Maybe even do like jab, hook, straight, and put tallies next to each of them and be like, yo, he hit you with the jab 5 times that round. He caught you with 3 hooks and he caught you with 4 uppercuts. Step to the side because he's coming to the right and landing them. Like I just think that they don't fully strategize that. But it's a really good show. You guys are keeping me knowledgeable. I really appreciate it on this Sunday. I got 2 questions, one for Ness, one for Troy. Ness, if you can we get the shows a little later so I can catch it once I get out of church? Just a thought. And then Troy, I know you told me to reach.
We can't do that. We can't do that, Sam. I'm just
okay,
joking.
that's cool. Yeah, I know I'm just one person. And then Troy, you told me to reach out to you, but I don't have social media, bruh. So I can't get that book from you unless like I have your contact information or whatever.
No,
So
listen. Troy King 111 at Gmail. Troy King 111 at Gmail. Send me your contacts. I'm gonna send you the Medunet there so you can read it. Because you got to read, if you're reading the Bible and Deuteronomy, it says you should read the Medunet so you can learn your African spirituality. They were the first people to have monotheism. The things that you think are gods are attributes of the one.
You may feel like it's your time.
There you
Troy
go.
King 111 at gmail.com.
3 1s.
Okay.
Troy King 111 at Gmail. Send me an email right now, and then I'll send you the books. I got them right here. 2 and 3. So,
hey Ness. All right. Hey Ness, thank you for the time, and I'll send you those 2 counter punches. You have a great day.
You got it.
Peace.
Next, Galaxy, $2 more. Troy running to like and subscribe to Boxiana. Everyone should support. Galaxy with another 2. Troy, wake up to argue about technical boxing. Casual Jerry.
I do. That's literally my job.
Troy's son might hurt his other eye.
These dudes.
Casual Jerry, $2 more. Who got a better resume, Troy, Marco, or Ness? Troy.
Troy got the best resume than me.
My resume is ass according to the people.
Troy got the best resume, but funny enough, he got beat up by Sean. I at least landed a clean right hand. I go down in history as being able to actually land the
Oh
right
no,
hand.
no, listen, I sparred him
No,
twice.
you got
See,
beat up.
you
You got beat up.
No, not the
It
second
took
time.
you 2 times.
Sean
Took
was
you
going
2
easy on you,
That's
times.
my
Ness. Come on.
point. That's a great point, Ness.
He was going
Did
easy
you
on
say
you.
that because when Sean Porter fought Kell Brook the first time, it was a winnable fight for Sean Porter, but he wasn't fundamentally ready. He was doing the things that Schofield was doing, like hopping in, and Kell Brook was stopping him with the
That
jab
was actually
and
not
tying him up.
That was actually not the problem. It was the second part.
No,
the tying
no,
up,
it was the
the
actual problem.
illegal tying up, the illegal
That's
abuse,
not illegal.
the illegal
It's not
abuse
illegal.
of over clinching.
Did Money
not
Mayweather
illegal.
want to
There was
see Sean Porter?
there was like 148 clinches in that fight. It was the most
As
disgusting.
long as the referee tell you
the
to
most
break and you
disgusting
break,
fight.
it's not
The
excessive.
only fight that was as ugly as that is whoever the fuck's fought Lucas. Was it Zab that had like a million clinches? Somebody fought Lucas and clinched him 10,000 million times. That's the only other fight.
When
Is
you
disgusting.
understand that's a part
Henrik
of.
Kawante got
Listen to me.
disqualified for
Listen to me.
clinching.
Nobody.
He was excessive holding.
No,
Floyd holds a lot.
No,
90 seconds.
And that's what the fuck Kell Brook was doing. He was scared for his life, holding after
No, he wasn't.
every
He was breaking
single
breaking the
exchange.
rhythm of the shorter fighter. Instead of letting him work
By
on the
grabbing.
inside.
Based off
By
what
grabbing.
Maidana did to Floyd Mayweather, what would a Sean Porter would have did to Floyd Mayweather?
Nothing, because Maidana got power and Sean Porter
because
don't.
and Maidana threw those awkward, overhand, weird looping punches. Sean Porter
That wasn't
didn't do
even
that.
it though.
I
That
think that was it.
He's
I mean,
sleeping
that
on.
wasn't it, man. That
He's
was it.
sleeping on
Hold on,
Porter.
I'm gonna ask you, Marco.
He's sleeping on
How
Porter.
do you get in
Meanwhile,
range to
Porter,
land that?
Porter, the only dude that did Paulie like that. Nobody.
Hey, how
Paulie
do you get in
Paulie
range
for
to land
Hall of
overhand,
Famers.
Marco?
Floyd
Paulie
let everybody
for-
in front of him because
Paulie
he
for
would
Hall
just
of
roll
Famers.
on him.
No. He had a jab. Robert Garcia gave him a jab. That's what made
Sean
Maidana
got
more
a jab.
successful.
Sean got a jab.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I
Sean,
think it's
Sean,
No,
Maidana
Sean don't
punches
use
were
his
so
jab.
Sean
unorthodox.
He don't use
statistically-
his jab. He
hard.
come
Man,
in like
you
this,
crazy.
ducking,
You
up under.
crazy, bro. There
Nobody
was a
threw
point.
like Maidana.
Let me tell you
Nobody
something.
Troy,
Let me
Like
tell you
Sean
something.
Porter don't use his
Let me tell you
jab.
something, Troy.
He used his jab against Ugas though.
Troy,
Nah, nobody
He did.
parachuted
Against
those
Ugas,
shots
he
in
touched
like
Ugas
Maidana
with the
did.
jab.
Troy, let me tell you
Sean
something.
Porter
There was a
over pursues
time.
with the jab a little bit.
There was a time that Sean Porter's father had the stats on how many people Sean out jabbed in their fights. So you would have
Was
to
he
go back.
landing jabs or was he throwing?
Of
them
course,
jabs?
Sean
bro. Of
beat
course. What are you
Alexander
talking about?
Usyk in the amateurs by boxing him, and it's on video.
I'm not saying he can't box.
Well, you did say
On
that.
a
You
pro
said
level,
you said
hold
he's
on.
you said
He
he's
doesn't
not
have
fundamentally.
fundamental.
You say he's not fundamental. How can you box
He's
and not be
not.
fundamental?
Cause,
You don't beat Usyk without having fundamentals.
hey, bro, the amateurs is different from the pros. The pros have their own fundamentals.
Man,
He's not fundamentally
your boy-
breaking the distance.
he beat the
to get
best Ohio
inside.
fighter ever.
Listen, if anytime you want to just pull up a fight, I can show you what he's not doing according to a Roberto Duran
Troy.
or a Pernell or
He beat
any
the best
other
Ohio
fighter of his
fighter
stature.
ever. He
that's
beat the
short.
best Ohio fighter
Troy,
ever.
the same Sean Porter arguably was beating Earl the True Spence until the knockdown. He was beating Terrence Crawford until Terrence Crawford turned into Michael Jordan. So you don't think that he would have gave Floyd Money Mayweather absolute hell?
Absolutely not.
Yes.
He
We
doesn't
gotta move on.
have
We gotta
any
move on. We gotta move on. We
power.
gotta move on. We gotta get the callers.
He
I
would
got
give
Big
him a
Gucci
problem.
Nick. Big Gucci Nick. Big
He
Gucci
wouldn't.
Nick. Big Gucci Nick.
Because he wasn't hurting.
Big Gucci Nick.
Yo,
Yo.
shout out to Troy. Shout out to Two-Tone Star, man. And shout out to Marco Boxing.
What up? What up?
Yeah, everybody
That
hit that
gang?
like, smash that subscribe, man. Yo, I'm just tapping in, man. I wasn't here for the beginning of the show, man, but I'm happy y'all still going. Yo, how the audio sound is?
Straight.
Yeah, man. Yo, shout out to Oshaki. He got that strap back. That was still a really close fight. I feel like it was more of a close fight than the first one. But I'm glad Oshaki got that strap back, man. 2-time WBC. Let's go. But yo, the play of the night. Let's go, man. Gabriella Fundora with that knockout for undisputed is crazy, bro. Yo, when we talking, you got to put her up there for pound, one of the best female boxers. Because let me tell you, to have more than a 50% knockout ratio and to stop your opponent for undisputed is fucking something on her credentials, man. Let me tell you, that's something to flaunt about, bro. Because when we talking about the great females of boxing, they probably have less than a 30% knockout ratio. But this chick is at 112, running shit over, man. Like I said, I wasn't here for the beginning of the show, but what y'all thought about that performance, man?
Nah, I loved it, man. We talked about it, but I just want Alianiz to get credit. She did an amazing job. She hit her with some shit, a lot of shit, a lot of left
Pieces.
hooks, lot of overhand rights, man. I want to see her back.
Yeah, me too. She definitely fought like she didn't want to lose that fight for sure, man. And that's what um some of these lower weight divisions can produce, man. There's not a lot of light shined on these lower weight divisions, even in the men's, but like they're very competitive down there. But yeah, man, that I just wanted to put some light on that. That I feel like is big for female boxing, man. And shout out to the Fundoras, man. Now they got a unified world champion at 154, undisputed 112 champion. And man, I just really can't get over the way she got that undisputed. That was a great knockout with the straight right or the straight left, right? She's a southpaw.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that's my call. Shout out to y'all, bro. I'm gonna keep listening, gang.
All right. I got Tommy, Florida.
What up, next? You got me?
Yep.
Shout out to you. Me, I guess
But it's not your
like you said, B minus. He ain't do nothing too crazy. It was his first 12 round fight. You know, with a tough Mexican that's coming forward, so you're gonna get tired. Everybody go through that test. Some people just go through it before a 12 rounder pop up, but he just happened to do it in 12 rounds. And clearly had good punch resistance. Styles makes fights. I mean, a lot of people done called in. People give way more credit to Shakur for, I guess, beating De Los Santos. I'm one of the believers in the world that don't feel like he deserved the win. I don't feel like he deserved to win. If it was a draw, cool. I don't feel like he deserved to win. He didn't do nothing. So all that shows me is, all right, cool. If I can stay 2-3 feet away from Schofield's power, then I'll possibly get the judges to side with me again. But if Schofield watch that fight and see how Shakur gonna run or just keep his distance, and if he could cut off the ring, that'll make a better fight than a lot of people thinking. It's just people, they watch you fight and they want you to be this godly like person. Don't take a punch, don't get hit too much. If you get hit, eat it. If make him, y'all just be wanting everybody to be like the perfect fighter every time they fight, and that's not how it goes. You can criticize every single fighter every single time. So I give Schofield a B minus. He just got in there, did his thing. He got the dub over a tough guy. Won all 12 rounds for the first time. Shakur does not have power like that dude, and he's not gonna be in that. He wouldn't be in Floyd's face all night like that to make him that tired. So yeah, y'all don't like y'all people calling and giving their opinions about how a fighter go. They act like Shakur is got the same skill set as that guy last night when he don't. Like, and I don't mean like worse skills. I just mean like it's not the same style. He don't have the same style. That's what I should have said. I do believe if you
What's
wasn't a
Floyd
fighter, you
Schofield's style?
can't train somebody. Huh?
I said,
What you
what's
say,
Floyd
Troy?
Schofield's style?
Don't get caught up. That's the
You
bell.
may feel like it's your time, but it's not your
Well, I just
time.
wanted.
Don't get caught up. Don't let Troy waste your time. We ending this
How am I wasting your time? I'm asking what's Schofield. He said they don't have the
because
same style.
they only get
What's
3
Schofield's
minutes. They
style?
only get 3 minutes.
Yeah, that has something to do with his call.
Yo, if I go over, I probably wanna send you a little $5 if you're doing that today. Yo, what y'all thought about the Oshaki fight? Y'all saw it was a close split decision, or how did y'all have it?
Yeah, it's controversial. I just don't really want another one. I thought Oshaki won, but people don't think he won.
I think he clearly won. I don't know how Troy see it because he like the expert.
He ain't watching.
Expert eye.
I didn't get to see the fight, but I could judge it pretty fair. I didn't think he won the first one because he wouldn't stay in the pocket. He kept bagging out. But this one, he probably was landing more punches. I seen he hurt in the highlights, Conceicao a couple times. It's just he doesn't have power because he doesn't sit down. He doesn't deliver his punches like a pro. He still got a little amateur slap in him.
That's crazy how we could see shit just totally differently. Like I felt like he won the first fight way more clear than this fight. And then Ness be like, yo, the power of your punch shouldn't affect the score. Like I don't agree with that. Like it's crazy because all three of us
It's
will
a part
see
of
the
it's a part
same
of the four
thing.
criteria, accurate punching.
I agree. I agree with that. I feel like if you hurt somebody, that should be worth more than a little slapping jab. But Ness feels differently. So it's just crazy how all three of us have a
No,
different
it doesn't
opinion
matter
and
how
we
you
can all
feel.
see
The
the
rule
same
states
thing.
that a power punch is anything besides a jab. So you can't jab your way to a victory if you're not throwing power punches, which is anything besides a jab. So there's rules in place.
Troy, hey yo,
Like that's how they score the fight.
Troy,
Like literally.
you let Troy
You
talk
gotta know
enough.
that if you coaching niggas.
You let Troy talk enough, and he just looked dumber and dumber. Somebody tell him about two-time champion Paulie Malignaggi that won world titles with a jab.
He didn't jab his way to a victory.
Stop lying. You didn't even
Hey,
watch
yo.
the fight, just like you ain't watched this
Yes, I
weekend's
did.
fight.
Yes, I did.
You're
I watched Paulie.
disgusting.
He never
You're
jabbed his way to a
disgusting. Giving
victory.
an
You're
opinion
disgusting.
without watching the
You're
fight.
disgusting.
How
Let's
dare
change the
you?
subject. Let's
And
change
your
the
bald
subject
brain
real
is
quick.
disgusting.
Yeah, so what y'all thought? I heard y'all talking about Floyd's father. Like, I thought he did a hell of a coaching job. He told his son exactly what he needed to do. But hold on, let me finish. He did a hell of a job. He was telling his son, like, you put yourself in harm's way. You about to get your shit rocked. Like you could have just boxed, be smart. You're faster. You got more skills. You do everything better than him. And the only reason why you're in danger is because you're putting yourself there. But I don't like how he was
Okay, now how
talking
was
to
he
his
putting
son.
himself there?
Hold on, Troy. Hold on. Let me get it out, and then y'all could chop it up. I don't like how he was talking to his son. I don't feel like his son was receptive of it. And when his son got back in the ring, he didn't do what his father said to do.
You may feel like it's
But
your
I don't
time,
need the counterpunch.
but it's not your time.
Tip, what up? Troy ain't watched the fight, Cliff, so he can't give you an assessment. These highlight watches, man, they out of control.
Sorry that I could see what happened.
Uh-huh. You ain't watched the fight.
I ain't got the zone.
Tip. Majid. Malik.
Yo. You hear me, bro?
Yep.
What's good, man? What's good? Hey, what you rate that fight last night, man?
Which one?
Well, Schofield, man. What you rate that performance?
B minus, B plus.
Me too. I give him that, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. I know we don't want him to be in that fight in that kind of style, even though we know he didn't have to do it. But at the same time, if he would have just went out there and just boxed them and made it, everybody would have said the shit was boring. So it's kind of like, you know, like he's stuck between a rock and a hard place with that one, bro. Because it's like he could have easily 12. I feel like he could have easily 12-0 dude if he wanted to. Like I feel like he could have easily just kept doing what the fuck he was doing, but maybe that fucking shot
He
behind
couldn't
the
have.
ear, maybe that did just change it. In the third round, maybe that's what changed it. But like up until that point, bro, man, dude couldn't do nothing with him, bro. He couldn't do nothing with dude, man. Like if he didn't fight the style that Tellers wanted him to fight, bro, that shit could have been 12-0, man. Like I don't
It
don't
couldn't have.
really understand a backlash. You saying he couldn't? You think he? So you saying
No, because if it would have been
if he
12-0,
would have
it
kept
would
it
have been.
on?
They fought. He just couldn't
So what it
do
was
it. He doesn't
10-2?
have the skill set.
What it was 10-2?
It don't matter. No, I'm talking about the
It
fundamental
do
things
matter,
he
bro.
didn't
It do
do.
matter. Like what was it? Was it 10-2?
I didn't even watch. I'm gonna have to watch the fight, and then when I come back
Exactly.
after
It's
watching it, I'm gonna
disgusting.
give it to you.
Disgusting that you
But
wasting people
from what I
time.
seen, like
Stop
he got
wasting
better
people
though.
time. Stop wasting
I
people
said no.
time.
When I came in on here, I said he got better.
So
That's all I
stop
needed to see.
wasting people time, man. You cutting their
I'm
calls off.
talking
You
about.
didn't even watch the fight.
I'm not cutting him off. He got better, but he
So
still didn't work.
Ness. Watching that fight, Ness. Do you feel like he could have 12-0 that dude if he would have just kept with the same game plan, bro?
Absolutely.
Do you not feel like he could do? All right, man. All right. That's all I'm saying. I'm not
That's the
saying
only
that
criticism.
he 12-0'd him.
That's the only criticism they got right. He wasn't listening to his corner.
If we questioning his IQ and him and his discipline, listening to his pops, we could question that. But I'm not gonna say he don't have no goddamn skill. Like I've been hearing people saying like he don't have skill.
Bro, only the dude that didn't watch the shit. Only the dude that didn't watch the
No,
fight.
y'all misunderstanding skill with athleticism. That's what I'm gonna just keep saying it. One day you're gonna get it.
All right.
Skills and
That.
athleticism
You
are
got
two
a point
different
with that.
things.
You got a point. You got a point with
No,
that.
that is the point.
That's the bell. That's the bell.
All right.
I just keep saying that's the point.
Skills
have to be developed.
Majid,
bro, he got better.
Yo. Everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for something. I feel I ain't even the undercard. Shout out to everybody, whatever. That Schofield shit, man. I feel like it's a lot of athleticism, youth. Like he do his work in the gym or whatever, so you see that he could go, but it's like as far as structured boxing, like setting up anything, it's like you take away yesterday, he still had two fights where that dude crashing in on some football shit where he got two cuts, scar tissue, like I ain't even gonna say that his father don't need to train him or nothing, but at least add somebody to y'all team to bring something a little better because this dude he done said
they've been
that
having
he
Ronnie
done
Shields there. Why do y'all keep saying they've been
yeah,
having Ronnie Shields for multiple
so then he need
camps?
more time. He need more time then. He said he fucking wobbled tank what's that Haney. He said he dog walked Shakur and he said he know how to beat Tank. He said he don't get stopped in a thing by the Germans. So it's just that a lot of people gonna call in and have these opinions and shit because it ain't like they quiet being some angels. They talking shit about the big dogs, because they want their spot. And cool, you WBA number 2. So we'll think that, you however that mandatory shit work, you get that shot or whatever the force the issue, or you get Shakur. But all of this shit where people getting mad about people criticizing when they got that betting odds show though, they gonna listen to motherfucking critique. You know what I'm saying? When they money on the line and everything. So I just want everybody to just remember criticism is criticism. It could be
Facts.
constructive if you listen to it and look at it a different way. But that boy, if he jump in the ring, I especially with Shakur, I got 250 bet starting. You know what I'm saying? And we could break it down, or we could, oh, this just was a bad fight. He wasn't lit. Whatever y'all want, I got 250 on it. You know what I'm saying? And then I go for a couple people. I do like CYP 1,000. I got $1,000 worth of fucking 250 bets for niggas. But that shit, all right. But that's all I got, yo. Shout out to you.
All right, Tip. Last call. I'm not taking no more calls after Tip. Unfortunately, I got an appointment.
Wow.
let's go.
Getting out of here on the
Yeah, man.
boys. That's
Yo.
crazy.
Crazy, right? Yeah, man. You know, my uncle Roger Mayweather always used to tell me, most people don't know shit about boxing. And, that's the conclusion I've come to agree with every time I listen to this show, man. You know, I've had dudes in the past like Jay Billy come on here and talk about, Abdullah Mason could beat a talent like Floyd Schofield, which is delusion because Abdullah Mason not even stepping up in competition, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's just disrespectful to even mention Abdullah Mason's name in the same region as a Floyd Schofield when Schofield's on the bigger and better things like a Shakur Stevenson or a Tank Davis. He's being compared to those type of names. But then, I also want to give a shout out to Gabzilla. Gabzilla got a vicious knockout last night. She's proven herself, undisputed world champion. She's making a real big name for herself over on, the biggest promotional company there is in the sport of boxing, Golden Boy. Yes, she is the new Golden Girl, in the sport of boxing. So shout out to the Gabzilla. And man, what we do over on Top Rank, man. You know what I'm saying? Ice weather, man. Ice weather. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what some of y'all thinking. If you think Conceicao got a win or this should be a rematch, this shouldn't have been a rematch to begin with. And, we coming out with that clean win. But I do say this. I hope Tone there, man. Because when the time comes, Lamont gonna beat the shit out of Oshaki, man. Lamont is gonna beat the shit out of Oshaki. Y'all gonna see, I promise you. Shock my man.
You gonna say
but you
he
know what I'm saying?
damaged goods after the Tank fight?
No, sir. Y'all gonna see in the Tank fight what Lamont really is, and when it's time for that unification, oh yeah, Lamont
It's
gonna
like
do
what
that.
Roger
Lamont
Mayweather
gonna do
said.
that.
May he rest in peace. They don't know shit about boxing. So
Hey, but
Nothing.
who else fought? Yeah, that one Dominican kid who got dropped for Top Rank, he fought this weekend. That one UK nigga, he ain't calling today because obviously his fighter got smoked. We ain't seen him. Where's he at? You know what I'm saying? Where's he at? I ain't even got to say his name. Hopefully he pop out before the show ends. But shout out to that UK nigga, man. He in the lost and found somewhere. We need to put him on the back of a milk cart. And then back to mid Alakuzia, man. Beck looked decent, man. He was getting punched on, but it's clear Beck not ready for the elites, man. He's just gonna be a solid fighter at 168 pounds, man. I don't think he world championship talent. He may win a belt, you know what I'm saying, if he get put in position, but he ain't gonna hold it for long, respectfully. Damn, who else was on the card? Shout out to Jahai. Jahai. We all know Jahai is better than that Puerto Rican kid that they got over on Top Rank. And that's, you can say what you want, but Jahai is the show. He is the excitement.
He's really
And,
not though.
yeah, man, that's about it. Man, Troy, you's a hater, man. You's a hater.
No, I'm not,
You's a
but
hater.
we just watched
You's a
Jahai
hater.
Tucker. Like he got some work
Hey,
too,
man.
fundamentally.
That's the
World
bell.
champion.
That's the
But it's
bell.
not your time.
Hey, I do. Why was Tip going
Got to
so
go.
hard on the Errol Spence show? Hey, man, this nigga want to get married and get out of here on the boys now.
Got to
I can't
go.
believe, man.
Nest
I'm out of here, Tone.
GTO,
Hey, Tone, man, hit
Instagram
me, blood.
and Twitter.
I ain't
We
with you,
out.
nigga.
We on to the
Nigga,
next.
man.
Yo, peace. Peace. Make sure I ain't leave no super chats. Galaxy Studios $2 choice studies, how to win arguments versus Ness every day. Yeah, no, Ness got an appointment, got to get to. Peace. Tomorrow morning, 6 a.m.